ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Okay, sure, whatever. Happy New Year! I've been trying to come on here. I've been trying to do the reading for freaking Songs of Starlight for a while. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go live and do it while I'm live and say Happy New Year and get it done, because otherwise it's never going to happen. And whatever. I have her, like, I wrote it down and I was gonna do one for Chris, but you know, I'm not gonna, yeah, but that, whatever. We're just gonna do whatever needs to be done. Ooh! And, you know, see how everybody is. No, I don't want that. I want it to be all. I don't like how they change everything all the time. Like, there's so many new buttons and so many things happening all the time. I would like to have. I wanna run, gone to Electric Avenue. I don't know why that's in my head, but it is. And I've had some weird shit in my head. We're gonna run down to Electric Avenue. That was Cinnamon. We're gonna run to Electric Avenue. Was something flying around me? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Did something fly? Boopity bop. Was there an energy? There's cinnamon and jasmine, and also other stuff. Like, this is a candle that I made, and it has magic in it. This is the one that I did for, what did I do you for? I did this for, like, stuff that I don't normally, oh, it was like the Egyptian goddess, high priestess, wisdom activating, and then I put cinnamon and jasmine on it, and I did a little too much. There was like, boom, the whole cinnamon, like, went on there. There was crystals in there, jasmine in there, so I had to, like, dump some out back onto the regular land. I just want to make sure it's going to light. Sometimes, that's why we don't want to just, like, dump massive amounts onto candles, because sometimes it messes it up, and it makes it so that it, like, it's like, hey, it don't work anymore. But, yeah, I'm gonna rock down to it. It buzzed around my head, cool. I found a video from 2022 when I was sitting on my bed, and it was at that time that I was like, something's going on. I was like freaking out. It was when the two things were in the cubby hole behind me, the two little white things were like boop boop when I did the live. And then I did a video where I was like, I can feel like I'm being sucked out of the house. Like, I could feel it. It was crazy. I recorded because my hair was doing something in at that time, because it was so much pressure. But, like, my hair is very thin, straight, like, it doesn't stick up in the air. There was, like, in the live, the same live with the boop boops behind me, I had noticed it, but I never said anything out loud. I just noticed it. And when I noticed it, it went from, like, being in this direction to the other direction. But that day that I started recording, 7-Eleven is right here staring at me, like, intensely, like, what the hell? And my hair was, like, sticking up like that. And so I was recording it, and then all of a sudden it goes like you can see it, like, it's pulled like that out, like somebody pulled my hair. I didn't even move, but something, like, pulled my hair out like that. And then, all right, so I finally looked at it, like, again recently, because back then I wasn't using an editor like I can do now. Like, I can look closer and slow it down, go back and forth. I did that. Oh my god, there was so much stuff going on. Oh my god. I have a video of me being like, oh my god, look at all this stuff. You can see there's stuff jumping around. There's a red light. There's a red light that's just like bing, bing, bing. Because I was sitting, my bed used to be here. So I was sitting with, like, and so there's, like, a red light lighting up over here, but it's very subtle. And it coincides with the stuff that's going on with me. And then there's, like, my hair that was sticking up straight like this, like, it moved. When 7-Eleven came near me, it bopped her on the nose. And then And then I could see like, oh my god, it's so crazy. I have to show you because otherwise I sound insane. But there's definitely something going on. So how is everybody? Finally fixed my card issues. I'm back in. Back in where? Did you have a problem on Patreon? Gotta boop the snoo. I know, it was weird. Like, it was just such a weird time. I was so freaked out at that time, too. That's also when, I think that's when I did the, yeah, it's when I did the land clearing. And we saw the big things go by me, like, that was a very intense time. Like, I don't usually have that much of, like, I could feel it. It was so heavy. And it was, like, touching me. It was crazy. But I could definitely see it, feel it, sense it. I always have that type of stuff going on, but sometimes it's just way more intense than others. And sometimes it's like, what the hell is this? Like, what is that? Because we also have weird shit in our world. Now, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we've been making all these like things that can, eat you from the inside out. Secret societies doing nasties, and when your third eye's awakened, you notice it and you see it, and I bet you people would see more if they would just look, because for the longest time I never knew how to like edit. I just would like try to wing it, and if my video was like, if I said something happened in the middle, I'd start from the beginning again. But then I realized like, oh, I don't have to do that. Like, I can literally just take out that 5 minutes of dog barking or whatever happened. But it makes it much easier for you to zoom in and like go really slow, because it's so hard to stop on a certain spot of a video or catch stuff when it's like that, when you're not using something like that, because that way he's like, oh, I can just so lightly, wow, what the hell is that? And like when you go back over things, you start, like I started seeing stuff that, like I saw the red thingy, and then I saw like little white thingies, like little lights all over the place, and I swear to God, the hair that was above her nose, it looks like there's like a being, like a little mini being walking like on her nose. And I was like, what is it? And I sound crazy. I know I sound crazy, but I could show it to you. You're gonna be like, what the hell is that? It's kind of creepy. Like, what the hell? Like, the white things are very clearly there, but this stuff was like very subtle. So I am good. Hello, hello. Took forever because my current stage 2 verification bullshit took forever because my current ID has a different address. Yeah, it's so weird. See, like, you have that going on. Like, everybody, like I said, we always have weird crap going on at the same time. Like, I've got stuff that's like weird at this time, and I know other people do too. It's like the most subtle, dumb little thing that like doesn't usually matter all of a sudden matters. It's like, hey, by the way, but it's like this year is closing. You know what? They do that 7-year thing a lot. Like when you get credit, like say you just screw up and you can't pay your credit. If you don't have like monstrous amounts of it, or if you don't do like I'm gonna claim bankruptcy or whatever, if you just let it go, after 7 years it goes away. Like, they just forget about it and they start you over. And it's weird. And like, I found that out when I was younger because I, screwed up and never paid the bills, and then like nothing happened. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, so you have credit again, or back to like no bad credit, no good credit, just starting over. So I was like, oh, so that does happen. But like, I feel like right now, I know I just came out of this very severe 7-year cycle with the Taurus energy. But there's a lot of stuff just like ending, like weird shit, like Amazon affiliate. I never use it. I don't even make any money with it because I never use it. But like, I was signed up to it for a long time. I used it once recently just to show people that it's capable. Like, this is how easy it is to do. And then like a couple of days, it was right. I got, you no longer have a page. No, you no longer have a Pinterest. And then the Etsy thing, where I was like, I'm done with Etsy. And then Amazon sent me a thing and was like, we've closed your account completely, and any money that we owe you, we won't be giving you. Like, they literally said that, like, any money that we owe you won't, like, I don't, whatever, you don't owe me anyways. But that's kind of messed up. But they just like closed it because I guess I didn't respond to something. But I feel good about it. I'm like, good, because that means good stuff's coming into place. And then I'm seeing the stuff that's like gonna be replacing shit, and like the signs and the things that are filling in the void, or just like the opportunities. And this is a 1 year that we're going into, so it's going to be good. It's January 1st. Yes, it was midnight here. I was like, I'm gonna get on there and do it. And I tried to be on here at like 9. This whole day, I have a video from earlier when I was in the car, and I just like lost my, like, I didn't lose my mind, but I just let it all out. I may post it, we'll see. I want to listen back to it. Sometimes I just rage, or I feel like I'm raging, but I'm really not. I'm just like, ba 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 ba. But I did make note for this year for everybody that's here, and then I have to do some readings for, I owe Chris from last time, and I had 2 for Songs of Starlight that I wanted to do, but I'm not going to be doing like massively long ones. You know, that's part of my thing for 2026 is Bridget needs to, you know, it's $2.99. That's not like $2.99. I can't give people the ones like 20-minute reading where it's usually $44. Like, I rail it in, so those won't be massively long. But also, if you're like, Chris can ask another question tonight. Songs of Starlight, if she's out there, she can ask another one. And the other members, if you've missed any questions or you want to add, like if you have more than one tonight, that's fine. So, 2026 is about authentic leadership and unbridled actions. It's the year of the horse, so it's going to be like boom, 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 and you will be pushing towards your like goals by taking risks and embracing new beginnings. All challenges, all fears, all conflict will be met head on, and our voices will be used to elevate, innovate, educate, and end the wait we have all been in for too long. It is an opportunity present for a fresh time to rise, to connect with those who are of a like mind, and the aha moments and the truth of all of the deceptions will no longer infiltrate everything we do. The empowerment will rise through your mind, body, and soul. Your thoughts and visions will be becoming whole, so keep them set on your intended destination, and all prior limits or lack, all doubts or all doubts or attacks will no longer be able to hold you back. The true you and the work that you have come to do. Be brave, be bold, be beautiful. That will be the essence of the movement as you're reclaiming your divine sovereignty and unlocking all the doors that have been stuck and that you are at unsure. All of the attacks will no longer have an impact because it was you that even entertained them at all. And so the fears and the pain of everything grew big, and the loss and the defeat, the sabotage and jealousy, the living among the greed and the hate has filled all of our plates. We've been expected to consume and to never look through or to ask any kind of question that they didn't approve. So you fall in line and agree, or all will not be. And so everyone will dislike, and God forbid we be just on our own, but yet it is happening regardless. No matter how hard you fought it, no matter how many how many positive thoughts and all of the imagining love, your connections, the talks within your mind, what does that say? Via talks in the mind, or it may be, what the fuck did I write? I don't know what that says. It says something. Pop up a doop up. Whatever. Simply allowed you to sell out and place others up high, and anyone can certainly be made to fit in all those roles and desires that you placed upon their character, yet they also set up to fall. And it is the same with yourself. Nobody should be wearing some type of badge of I am so special. It's one of the ways that have been able to agree and to play it small with no idea what's really going on. Then dismiss and refuse to see things from anyone who doesn't agree or doesn't have the little badge. And well, all of that is to come to an end, and you will be one of Earth's new leaders. And you will you had idly awaited for some magic to be presented, and then now is the time for you to get connected or do what you feel, that power within, the yearning to begin, to scream and to shout what is raging inside all of us from all along, the ancients and the pre-manipulated before dawn, before we were all sad and told, before they inverted all of the truth. Are you ready to proclaim enough and move forward with your fate? Are you ready to own every part of you, to speak up about what it is that you will do, what you see and know is wrong? Will you stop biting the tongue? And will you assist in the revolution? Will you change and unite and bring power, but not deny of the broken ecosystem slave, this type of economy? And do you feel that call? And do you know you are here for more? Get prepared, because 2026 is going to be that first step, and it is an investment. It is the foundation, and it is going to be of crazy times, but it's also the calling for the divine, the souls that are here to elevate for ourselves and for each other and for our new world order, which is not going to be, like theirs. And so it's beauty, bliss, benefits. Kindness. Oh yeah, so this is, I want people to know this, because I know like sometimes I share shit that's like, oh my god, that's bad and not good. But we often see some of the not so nice things, and our brains are charged and always seeking out for the hate, the harm, the ones who tear us down, and all of the good and the love. It's easily drowned because our sensitive souls, our delicate egos, our desire to be right or to be accepted by everybody. But this isn't possible, and it usually doesn't compute. It can't be correct. And there's hundreds of compliments that could be said, but what sticks in our head at night as we lay in bed wondering how or what we could have done instead. And all the while, the love and the support had surrounded you, and all of the people that truly care, they want to be there. But we close up, and if we don't let others in, or we keep ourselves from the bottom, but if we close up and don't let ourselves up from the bottom of the rock that we manufactured, then we will never be free to be as we intended, and the evil will be winning. So I ask you to remember this above all other. One simple act of kindness counters one is like 70,000 bad assholes. Okay, that's a lot. Just one, and it's like you could do the act, you could receive the act, or you could just perceive the act. You don't have to be the one doing it. You don't have to even be involved in it. But you see someone do something kind, it's like it has like it's like more powerful than 70,000 assholes that are doing bad acts. So the more that we focus on doing kindness for others, the more power that is. And speaking to the cells, because we are living in this prison of our body that we've created, and we think all about it. When you speak to them, this has now been proven by Harvard medical people. They did their science. Whatever you speak to it, it has been proven to be faster and stronger than all of the medications and anything that they have. It's so like simple little statements like, I love you, body, you're healthy, body, instead of, I'm so sick and tired of having it. It's just talking to it, which I've known that from Dr. Emoto with the water experiments and all of that, because you are made up of a lot of water. So when we talk to water or put like I love you on the side of our water, it changes the structure of it. So if you flash freeze water that doesn't have love, you say like, I hate you, it's going to look polluted. Like when you compare the water samples to fresh water, polluted water, same thing with like just regular tap water. We're going to say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And they have the same results as polluted or beautiful. And it looks like a snowflake, and it's amazing, and it's high vibrational. And that's how everything is. But They literally, like, I saw a thing today that was saying that, like, they literally have proven it's neuroplasticity, that if you just speak to your body, it's more powerful than all of the stupid crap that we have out here. Like, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take that. Where did I put the note? I don't know. I don't even really think I need the note. Oh, I wrote, thank you for carrying me on my path. Thank you for being my strength and my power. You are safe and you are loved and you are okay to be seen and heard. And you are celebrated and you are gorgeous and you are amazing in and out. And I love you and thank you for helping me every day. And it was the Harvard Medical School neuroplasticity. Speak to your fucking body. It heals faster than supplements or medicine or anything. And it helps you to manifest. Awesome sauce. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Here's to a year. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be fucking good. I can tell. I can feel it. It's really just because, like, we just came out of a 9. Okay? So how is your 9 year? Because I'm a 9. I'm May 18th, right? The day that I was born is a 9. Adds up to a 9. And then, like, my full thing adds up to a 9. And then, like, my everything is a 9. And so 9 is about endings and completion and wholeness and it's like, ah! You feel like you're always, it's a hermit. It's like getting the shit kicked out of you, having to, like, you know, I spent the whole year in hermit world because I needed to. But 1 is about new beginnings and coming out of the darkness and, like, la 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 la. You know, it's fresh start. It's fun. It's good. It's exciting. And the shit that's been going on for my sign for the last 7 years is done. So it was like, yeah, so like since 2018. Oh, you mean the year that my mother died and my whole community was like, fuck you, ha ha ha. And then the next year my sister died, and then this year, and then this year, and then I got Lyme disease, and like all things that went fucking hard. No consistency, no stability, everything was, love you, I hate you, fucking bunch of assholes in your life. Oh, yeah, we're going back to this. We're going back to the reliable, dependable, grounded, okay, you don't want to kill yourself every day of the weekend. We're about love and goodness, right? We don't need the fucking shit show. But it's going to be good. But that's over. So, but you all are impacted by it. I'm more impacted by it because it's my sun and my Mercury. So, like, the way I communicate, the way that I show up in the world, but you know, that's coming to an, like, in April is when it officially goes. But there's other stuff, just like so many things about it that will help us to move forward in a better way. Let me see, what did I miss? Hello, hello, hello. Finally fixed, okay, I got that. Whoop-a-dip-bop. I'm good, awesome sauce. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Spider-Man or Ant-Man, I don't know. All right. Gremlins. January 1st. 111. It's 111. It's 111. I always keep my card locked and it wouldn't let me unlock it or use it. That's the type of shit, like, that's part of the reason why I was like that. I made like a 17-minute video earlier and I couldn't really make anyone longer because it, like, that was part of the realm. Like, what the fuck? Because I literally deleted, like, this is what happens. I record a bunch of shit, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like, you have no space left, and I will delete, like, 3 hours worth of shit. So you would think that would give me 3 hours back, but it's like, here's 8 minutes. And it's like, what? But the problem is like, I can't just, a lot of the stuff is like, I can't just upload it and be done with it. Like, if I could, that'd be great. I could delete it, it wouldn't matter, but it's like, it's in the editor, and I need that space to save what I've just edited. So it's like, I can't get rid of the original till I've edited, and then this is the time I always fuck up and end up, like, deleting an original or something, because, and I have 250 fucking 6 gigabytes. There's no reason. I usually have, like, 8 or 9 hours available. It's like, every once in a while, I hit this, like, weird area. And I don't know what's going on. I don't like it though. But I did record a lot. So there's a lot of stuff coming. But yeah, I was pissed. And so I started the camera because I tried to do so many things. I had so many, like, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get that done. How to drive Savannah. I do this. And then it was like, I couldn't even leave when I wanted to leave on time. Like, my dad came back with my Nana. And they're like parked behind the Jeep. And I'm like, I got to go. Like, so I couldn't leave on time. I was like, maybe I'll just record something on the way back because it's like a 45 fucking minute ride. Turn the camera on. It's like, and I know I deleted a bunch of shit before I fucking... It's like, you have 20 minutes available to record before it X's out. And I was like, what the fuck? And I kind of just like went off about a bunch of shit, but it was, you know, just me being mad because Black Moon Lilith is also impacting us right now. But that's the type of stuff. No, I do not like that. No, no, no. I would like a read. Yes. Whatever your questions are, Drew, you can ask your questions. Oh well, Chris, I missed like 2 of these, so I will just do longer for you because you always ask. Like that's why I put you down as open to receive because I put out a post in here for just the members, and then I put like one on whatchamacallit. Is Songs of Starlight out here? Hello, how are you? It's a year of accomplishments. It is. I just feel like it's gonna be much better. Gonna go to a better place. And I've seen a lot, like, there's gonna be a lot of, like, I already see it. Yeah, I already see it. I can feel it. I already know. I fucking know, man. Like, I just know. Just know it. Injustice, all those fucking assholes, everybody who does shit. Yeah. Evils. Evil stupids. Why would you be? Yeah, anybody abusive? Motherfucking evil abusive? Health issues? Done. Done. You want to, you try? You want to try to, me? Nope, nope, nope. You want to try to make me crazy? Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alternative sexuality? Whatever. We're going to be fucking every which way because we're going to be happy. We're going to be rising up. We're going to be over all of this war, all this battle, all this bullshit. I'm no longer going to be a freaking servant to the system and these secret societies and their lies and their secrets and their bullshit. I'm defending myself. And I will find the answers to those goddamn secrets. You tried to banish me. You tried to hide me. You tried to make me go crazy. Well, I figured out what I needed to do. And my protection is all around. And all of us are going to be finding the love and having a new rise of civilization that doesn't come from destruction. It isn't a lie, and it doesn't have bullies telling us what to do and where to go and when to be there. Our war is the fucking over. And I do feel that. And yeah, our extraterrestrial selves can come out of the, like, I feel like it's okay to come out now. Come on out. Like, I've been trying to for a while, but I just never felt right about it. I was like, because I'm, energy is a very strong thing for me, and I can sense and feel when I'm being, held back for a reason. There's multiple things. Like, there's not one reason. There's usually multitudes of it. And it was just better for me to not do it, And anybody who has a little bit of magic in their life would probably understand it, or if they don't understand it, someday they will. Because when you're swindled or lied to or manipulated or hurt, or you're just not in a great place, it's hard to come out here and help others. When you feel like that and you're struggling yourself, it's hard to be like, let me come help you. I did my best with what I kind of just saved up all my energy for behind the paywall of fucking Patreon, because I knew nobody could go in there and be like, I trust the people there. I open up, talk there, don't care. But then I wanted the rest of my energy to be powerful. This was flipped in there. I wanted to be powerful for the people that came to get their private sessions and stuff. So I wasn't like, let me just run around and put all my energy everywhere. But there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of stuff that we deal with. So let me get freaking Songs of Starlights done before she never gets it at all. Thank you very much. You are welcome. I did send myself, there's a couple of like articles. I'll probably when this publishes, actually I might be able to comment the links. I got some links for like, what do you call it? January horoscope for everybody, and then like a forecast of what to expect. Meaningful fresh start of your lifetime for 2026. Like, it's going to be good for everybody, but it also has like a little breakdown for all of the signs within there. So it's like, we've made it. It's not just a new year. It's a reset. It's a one. It's a number of beginnings and initiation. It's a fresh cycle. And on a collective level, it's the kind of year astrology talks about a decade later. Saturn and Neptune are both re-enter Aries, and Aries is the first sign. So Saturn for 2 years is in Neptune. Saturn for 2 years. Neptune for over a decade. Aries, and this is crazy. There's so many other things going on right now. This is going to be the revolution. There's going to be a revolution, but it may not be what we think of in terms of how they've been done before, because it's in a totally different way than it's ever been. For the next 10 years, at the end of the year, for 3 months, every month, like every year, we have this out of bounds thing that happens. And usually when that happens, it aligns with, revolution, big change, fall, rise of civilization. However, we're going to be doing that for 10 solid years. And it ends November 18th, Pleiadian lineup in 2035. But it won't do it again. It's not going to go out of bounds at all for like thousands of years. We don't know. That's never been. What? That's like a Jesus level like type of thing, because I feel like it's them getting like the repercussion, because like 2,000 years ago we did this, this, and this, right? And we had a big change within stuff, and they put the Bible out, but they all fucked with it. They manipulated it. They lie about it. And they use it as a control system, and they like tainted it and take parts out of it. And I feel like what's gonna happen over these next fucking 10 years is gonna be revolutionary in not only electronics and like, but also the way that we all come together, because Aquarius is like friends and community, and like I aspire and I'm gonna lead and I'm gonna do something good for the world. And a lot of people are like, what? Like I've seen a lot of people be like, I'm fucking done. This place is fucked. Like, what are we doing? When are we gonna go to war? But like, it's a different. We don't need to be that way. We don't need to be like them. We can do it in a way that's like advanced, but it's gonna be crazy, because like, what the hell you mean it's not gonna, like, whatever's gonna happen is gonna be so massive, it's gonna like project it forward for the next thousands and thousands of years. It's really gonna be probably big, but I think that's crazy. It's the ignition point, the spark, and February will also enter the year of the fire horse, amplifying this sense of something powerful waking up the collective. Here's the thing, this doesn't automatically make it an easy, it makes it a potent. And Saturn, which is Satan, Santa, blah, 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 is the final moments of wrapping its long journey through Pisces, the final sign of the zodiac. So, this is the age of Aquarius. That's like a whole Atlantis, like rise of the, golden age. That means every sign has completed a wisdom initiation. So, Aries to Pisces. Pisces is the 12th house. I get a lot of fucking 12th house. Like, my black moon Lilith is in the 12th house. That's why, I get impact. Actually, I don't know. I got like fucking things all over the place up there. But it's, the 12th house is like being imprisoned, or being like locked in a mental institution, or being blocked in your mind. It can be like, I don't know, just like the dream world of like, but my Capricorn is there. So it's like I got Capricorn and the moon and rising. And like all this other shit is like, oh, right here in this fucking weird place. And then this other one that we have going on, like Neptune, that's like the water one. It's like the Triton one. That's like Atlantis one, and that's even weirder. But we all have that same energy with that. So because those planets out there move slow. So a lot of us, like, our ages will define like what's more strong in our stuff. The hell you doing, man? But like for me, I know that like Saturn is, but Neptune, for me, it was 0 degrees exactly, 0, 0, 0. And I had a reading done by Lavendar years ago, when she does like the starseed chart, and she was like, oh my god, that's crazy, like to have the 0, 0, 0. So if you have the 0 degrees on that, that's like it's a mark of like the healer of Atlantis and stuff. I just remembered from that reading. But it is a big time. It's a big turn. Boopity bop. Where the hell? Okay, so every sign has completed the wisdom. We've all been stretched, softened, disillusioned, and resensitized over the last few years, even if things still look chaotic, and yes, they are. Uranus remains in Taurus until July, and Pluto is only just settling into Aquarius for its 20-year stay. Like I fucking said, guys, it's gonna be crazy. 20 fucking years. There's so many things that are shifting right now that are massive. What's actually happening is a massive soil turning. Old systems are breaking down, so something more fertile, more alive, and more sustainable can grow. And that's why one of the biggest themes of January, and honestly all of 2026, is tending to your own garden. Focus on your energy and where it can actually grow. This January begins emotionally, intentionally, and intuitively with Cancer. January 3rd is the new moon in Cancer. So that's like the crab. It's all emotional. It's like the mom energy, nurturing ourselves, taking a fucking bath. Like, just chilling, man. Just fucking get in the tub and chill. If somebody wants to mess with you, tell them to go screw themselves. You're not letting them do that. And, I know it was here because I put, it was, all the cards that I keep getting to are like very much like, oh yes, this is exactly what's happening right now. But I literally saw like the nurture. It's like there's a person in the bathtub and shit. Oh yeah, and that's Uranus. Sorry, boop boop. That's your butthole. I'm weird. Where is it? I just saw it. Oh, and the water is also significant here. So, taking care of your home, taking care of your house, taking care, like, roly, roly, roll, and it's connected to the moon. Is like, lasting impressions. But, like, we just came out of the 12th house, which is the zodiac for, like, um, sleeping, dreams, that, like, weird world. And, let it up, babadoop. A powerful culmination of everything we've processed in the last 6 months of 2025. That chapter taught us that even our pain can be transmuted into power. It's a tender feeling forward start to the year. One that invites us to listen more deeply to our intuition instead of overriding it. And I fucking wish I did, because I've been finding myself doing stupid ass shit like, oh man, I should have got that instead of that, because that's exactly what I fucking need 2 days later. But if I just, and that was more money than that, now I don't even want, like, I've been doing that stupid dance. So with Mars in Capricorn, for the most of the month of Venus also moving through Capricorn, this grounds all of that emotion into something practical. Every zodiac sign is being asked the same question: what actually fucking matters? Financially, this is a strong month for getting yourself together, reviewing your budget, canceling subscriptions you don't use, and daring to plan the next quarter from an abundance mindset rather than scarcity. And this is boss energy, but the mature kind, the kind that builds something that lasts, okay? 10th house, or, Capricorn is fucking a legacy, something that makes, is like, oh, my children's children and my children's children and my children's children are going to be all set from whatever the fuck I get inspired by and creative with, and make it in a way that's smart. That's not silly, that's not blah, blah, and that, we learn from where we've come. Look at it. I'm a 9 of Pentacle bitch. I'm single, sexy, self, reliant, gooded. I got it done. And because I can do that, oh, I'm great. I'm awesome sauce. Boopity bop, 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 bop. I got all resources, and I'm gonna win, and I got new fucking ideas, and I'm creative, and, it's good. It's all fucking good. We had to tear down the fucking bullshit. We had to let go of the assholisms. We had to realize, there's too many things. And when you come from this is exactly what this is saying. It's like, get rich quick schemes, you will never get rich because you're trying to do for you, which we want to tend to our garden and take care of ourselves and not do what I do, or who dies, take care of everybody but me. But the other side of that is like, I'm gonna do, what can I do that I'm get some money as fast as I can. And that's not a good energy, because you're not in service from the right energy. You're just doing what you think you should do in order to get money. And that's ego, that's evil, that's nasty, that's done on this fucking planet. And anybody that's been doing that fucking shit is gonna see. That's not good. If you want to be somebody, like, again, Pentacles is value of your worth, your wisdom. It's not just money. Like, money is fake bullshit that we created. So we're transmuting all that. And that's, if you come from the right mindset and the right energy, and you don't, let your fears and your doubts, your insecurities mess you up too much, you're going to be good. We're walking away from all those assholes, and we're getting creative and inspired and lucrative, and it's a good time. So what actually matters, and doing that. And then abundance, boop it up. This is a boss, being mature, getting it done. What the heck is that? And then a noticeable shift in the collective healing story. So Chiron retrograde. Chiron's the wounded healer, and that's going to end this month. In that healing journey we've all been on isn't disappearing, it's becoming lighter. It's more creative, it's more joy oriented. Its healing doesn't have to be endless excavation. It can be playful, it can be life giving, and you'll feel that shift early in the year. And then mid-month the energy begins to pivot outward, and Venus enters Aquarius on January 17th, reminding us that while Capricorn season may have had us focused on survival and structure, we are not meant to do this alone. Community matters. But Saturn has taught us discernment because not every motherfucker in your community is who they say they are. And not everyone gets access to you. So Venus in Aquarius isn't about small talk or performative connection. It's about people you can build a new world with. A mutual care, a mutual vision, a mutual respect, and not like a side eye, or not any of those like underhanded fucking digs, and not any bullshit fucking control, and not any of the assholisms that we find in our world, or I'm jealous. Like anything you're jealous of, you're never going to have because you're fucking jealous of it. You're sending it away from you. Anything that you like, you won't ever like. That's why I have no problem being like that. I hate that when I don't like something and don't want it because it's gross, right? Ugh. But like if I was, I saw a dude last night. He was such a, right? Somebody shared a video and he was like, "That's the Pleiadian ship and that's the Arcturian ship and that's the this ship." And a comment was like, "Oh my god, it's so cool." The other night, he had someone that, like, he found out someone he trusted had somehow stole $100,000 from him, and he was really, like, hurt and really down. He went outside, he went up, looked at the night, and he was like, "Can you help me?" And he saw a thing light up, and he felt like, wow, oh my god. And some asshole comes along and was like, I can't get over that you have $100,000 that someone could steal. Maybe you need to start thinking about how you can help other people with that. And blah, 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 blah. Maybe it got taken away from you because you're like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, first of all, it takes $100,000 right now in the United States just to live, like, somewhat comfortable. Like, you're not high life, you're basically like bare minimum, like what you need to survive is $100,000 a fucking year. And if you don't have that, so like he can't give any of that away, and you don't know what the circumstances are of how that person got it. Maybe they were working with them or whatever, it doesn't matter, but you can't come tell this person that he's not giving enough when you don't even know somebody else obviously felt fucking entitled because he had some amount that you think is so astronomical, and that's your problem, is that you think that's an astronomical amount that you need to realize it's not. That's bare minimum. So start changing our mindset about that stuff and stop projecting so much onto other people. Like, right? He doesn't owe that to anybody. He needs to. If he gave that away, he would be in fucking poverty. And obviously, he's got something where he attracts people that feel fucking entitled because he got money and he can't believe it. Oh my god. When you run a business and stuff, it's easy for people to do shit like, oh my god, at the end of the year, I find out, wow, $100,000 was embezzled. Like, stuff like that happens. It doesn't mean that guy's a dickhead, especially if he's on a Pleiadian thing, looking at stars and talking to them. And he wasn't hurt about his money being gone. This guy was like trying to say that about him, and I'm like, no, he's hurt because he trusted someone who fucking stole from him, dick. Like, ugh. But that type of stuff, we need to recognize, because that mindset, that energy, that feeling, like, I don't like people who use money to abuse. I don't like the way greed runs our world. I don't like the way that people get when it comes to money. But I don't think money is inherently bad. I think people are with their world so much to the point that they behave in that way, or they feel that way. And then they say crazy, and then they get such a like, oh, I could never. But he's like, he's probably spent $100,000 a year. He just doesn't know because he doesn't pay attention. So, boopity bop. Yeah, so we're going to have a new world with a mutual vision and respect. And then we will have the sun entering Aquarius on the 19th, and Mercury on the 20th, and then Mars enters Aquarius on the 23rd. So there's a lot of Aquarius energy. And it's a powerful stellium. Okay, that's what I have for, like, I have 3. If you have 3 planets in one house, that's a stellium. That's like a double whammy, triple whammy. Wow, you got a lot of stuff there. That's a good thing for you to check into and be like, wow, I got a lot of stuff there. I could use that to my benefit. So we have a stellium, and that is community building, collective dreaming, and unconventional collaboration. And if you've been thinking about starting a co-op, a startup, a mutual aid project, a community garden, this is your cosmic green light. The weirder, the more innovative, the more future-focused, the better. And the energy is preparing us for the Aquarius eclipse coming in February, which will further accelerate the collective shifts towards equity and shared power. And we're already seeing the ripple effects of the Aquarius momentum worldwide as communities demand systems that actually serve people. And just when you think that January couldn't get any more electric, it's electric. Neptune enters Aries on January 26th, and this is huge. Neptune, the planet of dreams, ideals, imagination, forming supportive fucking connections with Mars and Mercury in Aquarius, brings inspired action online. Vision meets movement, and hope meets strategy. So Aquarius energy can bring stubbornness or power struggles if ego gets involved, but the deeper message of this month simply is radical. You don't have to do everything alone anymore. And January asks us to breathe more easily, to let support circulate, and to extend that same relief to others, especially those with less access or privilege. That's the real beginning. And that's what makes this one of the most meaningful fresh starts of our lifetime. So that's, yeah. And I'll put the link in there so you guys can have it and go do your individual ones for the thingy. But the stuff does make sense. Like I was saying that like last week when I was like, oh yeah, I said something to Rick about like, oh maybe I could collaborate, but just that whole concept of collaboration was on my mind, obviously, before I know it, before I even know that it's a thing. So it lets me know that that shit is real. Israel, it is real. I hate that every time I say it's real. It's real. But anyways, all right, sorry. Let me get back to this. But I'm excited because I think it's a good time. It's gonna be good. For us anyways, it's a good time for the weirdos in general. Get rid of all the actual weirdness that we've had. All right. I built the TP, awesome sauce. Lose one to win them all. The math ain't mathin'. A backup hard drive will help. Yeah, I have a bunch of weird, like I try to do everything from the phone, and I get another phone, and it's like every once in a while this happens, and I gotta like clear out the cache and stop downloading so much crap. I just gotta get rid of shit. I'm stupid with some of it. Some of it's a little excessive, but it's actually good because it comes in handy when you need proof of something or to be like, oh yeah, this did happen. All right, so I'm gonna get to Drew's. No worries, I'll be resigning after the live. Okay. I saw the love of my life, her car anyway, and she saw me, stopped, and then drove away. We intersected on the next road 10 minutes later, but a similar thing happened. Interesting. What's going on with the retractions? Schemes don't make sense. Means he unfortunately trusted the wrong person. Yes, I've done that a lot. 2026 is going to be amazing. Yes. Hello. All right, so Songs of Starlight. I don't think she's here, but I'm just going to let her know that it's in here. So, boobity-bap. Songs of Starlight. She wanted to know about past life and divine masculine, like, freaky-deaky, sexy energy, and, like a check-in. So I'm just going to do that real quick. And, oh, we got a luring. Everything about you captivates me, but I'm awkward as hell. So this energy comes through a lot with these types of things. I'm very, like, drawn to you. I like you. You're sexy. You're awesome sauce. However, I don't know how to act when I'm around you. I get weird. I get nervous. So, yeah, I admire every part of you. I would like to touch you, but it's like the whole, like, elephant in the fucking room with us. Oh, what's this big thing in the room with us? Oh, I don't know. It's my sexual appetite is through the roof, and I, have to, like, get all my self-control together to not come ravage you. However, I'm embarrassed by the stupid shit that I've done because I come and I go and I do this and I disappear and I can't just open up and communicate how I feel. And I like that you're shameless in your pursuit towards me. I wish that I could be this way because on my side, I'm all, like, fumbling and tumbling and having a hard time. What the hell's going on, phone? My battery is, like, dying. So, yeah, I think this, what the heck? We're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose it. What are you doing, man? This is the type of, like, like Aquarius energy, too, is also, like, technology. So that can also be a part of it. And keep an eye on it. So, ride me, get on and take me to ecstasy, and only you can soothe me. You can calm the raging parts, but again, with the insanity, like, I feel insane, because, like, he feels like you're more confident, and a lot of times this happens too, like, if people are out there, it doesn't matter who you deal with, a lot of times we have a mirror within our relationships. It's like, I see this other person as so much more confident, because we have them up on the pedestal, so I feel like he sees, you in this way, and you may feel, oh, he's sure, but it's probably just a front on both sides, like, you may play it off well, And there are also maybe insecurities about this, like, is there someone else? Like, you have nothing to worry about, nobody compares. So even if I am talking to other people, it's most likely because they're not as intimidating or I'm not as awkward. And, you know, but when you're absent, I like, it drives me crazy. I like, it's felt so intensely, and my mind doesn't stop racing, thinking thoughts of you, and the silence in my house is deafening too, and that's the deafening card. So like, he's definitely spending a lot of and like I just said too, look, it's sneaky. I don't want you to know. So I think he's been spending a lot of time by himself on his own, thinking, reflecting, feeling awkward, and that could be a problem in itself. Like, oh man, don't let this drive you crazy. I'm so embarrassed and silly and stupid, and oh my god, I feel insane, and like I want to make love to you, but I'm over here overthinking it, feeling like a weirdo sneaking around, and so my anxiety's getting the best of me, and I'm not doing like the impulsive action that I would like to do. So I think he would like to reach out to you, and your energy could bring him peace. You always know exactly what to say and do to make me feel peaceful again, and only you can soothe me, okay? I promise you, not every card in this deck is the same thing. It's like 2 cards say similar stuff out of all of it, and it's like, hey, confirming. I just want to touch you again, okay? So there's this want to touch you, but he feels like a failure. He feels like he's screwed up. He's made a lot of messes, and he's been taking time to decompress. So like I said, he may just be like kind of in hermit mode. Like I just said, I had been in hermit mode. I think a lot of people did spend some hermit mode time, just like, you know, rebuilding, restructuring, not even realizing what we're doing. It's just like a necessary thing sometimes. But teach me how to love you the right way so I stop screwing it up is you know, like I have all this anxiety. I don't know how to come forward. I want to make a lasting impression. I want to have like a rebirth here so this deep bond can deepen and we can get freaky deaky and boopity bop. But, you know, I'm having an issue with the madness in my brain, and I'm overthinking it, and I'm going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. I feel like an idiot, because I did something dumb. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to break your heart. I'm a dipshit, and I feel like a fool. Yeah, he feels dumb, silly, stupid, like all of the cards that could come. I'm insecure, I'm foolish, I'm silly, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. And in the silence, I don't like it because it's deafening, and when you're far away, I can't take it. So again, just because I'm silent doesn't mean I don't care. Listen to my body, listen to my thoughts, feel my heart. So again, I think he's holding himself back, but he is craving, wishing, hoping, wanting, but not doing because he feels stupid, silly, bum. You know, oops, I made a mistake. I think he's just in that way anyways. Some people get that way. Yeah, he's hiding his feelings. He would like to possess you. He would like to touch the booty. He would like to come out of the place that he's hiding and thrust and get, you know, together and travel. There's a lot of tension that's building. But again, he's watching from afar, building up his strength, you know. And I think that once he builds up his strength, he'll stop watching and gain his. You got to mirror each other's power instead of like play that whole game of like I'm above you, above boo, 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 just like equal. Just no, like share the awkwardness, share the whatever. Like let people know that like yeah, I'll give you some of mine. I don't. People always think the opposite of. Like we always put other people. Oh my god! Like people are usually doing the same thing on both sides, but everybody wants to be all cool. They don't want to let their true, you know, vulnerability come out. They want to, you know, I don't want to be like weird. And so everybody's like hiding parts of themselves or coming off in an inauthentic way. And then that causes some of that weird awkwardness too. So just be true to yourself. Be confident in yourself. Be focused on yourself. The more you focus on you, the more it's going to magnetize him towards you. And know that he does want to come towards you. He is thinking about you. I think, and if he hasn't, or there's, you know, if he's been weird at this time, yeah, look, missed opportunities, bored and dissatisfied, monotonous. I feel like he's just like doing the same thing in and out day and day. Like, see, like I'm just laying here on the couch miserable because I feel weird and awkward. But he's going to have a wake-up call soon. He's going to be like, wow, wait a minute. Like, if I would like to have some fucking success in my life, I need to get creative and lead with my heart and not let my anxiety keep me here in this fucking, like, you know? So you be a go-getter, be a way shower, get the fuck out there, be independent, because that's going to help you to connect with the right people, opportunities, and energies that will bring you the rewards and let your inner child, you know, out. Let the carefree aspect of yourself so that balance can come. Okay, so where's the past life? Yeah, helping hand, like, this is like equal give and take. I feel like things will balance out here. So any drama, anything that's like been a delay or, just didn't feel like it was it wasn't taking off. It's gonna be taken off. You're gonna be riding the cock. You're gonna be having a great time. He's exhausted his efforts and he feels like an idiot and he just needs to get over that and jump in like the fool and change his perspective a little bit. But there is a transformation that is a blessing in disguise and it's inevitable. So just know he's facing his fears in the unknown at this time, but the payoff and the rewards in the horizon will come when they're meant to. So past life energy, she wanted to know, I got this because I pulled cards for you before. Like I pulled cards and then I started recording one night and then I just never got to it because I recorded for so long, but it came out that night too. And it's never feels like you belong, black sheep, finding home, accepting yourself, and then twin flame is right under it. So that may be, like I had said, heal your inner child, work with your inner child. This is a recurring theme right now. Inner child helps people to heal. Like I just did 2 readings in the Patreon, and both of them specifically talked about inner child work and like relationships and how to get ourselves to a place that, look at that, my God, gets get us to the place where it's like, where you want to be, okay? Like, come on, man. Come on. I'm fucking talking about it. Boo. You need to work with your fucking inner child. You may have died as a child in another life, or you may have just, like, been abandoned as a child in another life, or even this life. That type of stuff can pass on. Like, for me, I was a fucking weirdo. I was the black sheep. Like, I was the oldest of 5 kids, but none of them were my full brother and sister. So I didn't really have a family. It was like, I had my mom and my dad. They split up when I was 4. And then, like, years later, they both get remarried, spit 2 kids out each on each side. And then they're like, oh, yeah, you can just bounce around from here and here. So you're always uncomfortable wherever you are. It's a weird feeling. And that's how it could manifest in this lifetime. It may not be like, you're out in the streets dying somewhere. Or maybe, I don't know. It's different for every, but you're like an island, man. You've been like an island. There's something about your energy, or, and I just did a reading for someone the other day too, and I had like an aha moment with this person because they can be pushy sometimes, or they like anxious about their connection with others, or they start thinking like, they must be talking to someone else, or they're not answering me on purpose, they're playing games. And it's like, not everybody's playing games. Sometimes people really are busy, or people are dealing with their own thing. It's not always all about you. But with that person, I saw like a theme, and I felt like they may have missed out on something in their childhood where it's like one of their parents wasn't giving them attention. So now they kind of act like a brat occasionally. And they do. They definitely, like, the stuff that they've told me seems like a brat, like bratty. But it's not like I'm a bitch. I'm not a horrible, ego, nasty person. It's just kind of bratty, like, I called you. You didn't call me back. Like, and that depends on the guy. Some guys aren't going to like that at all. And some guys are going to laugh it off. And some guys are going to like it. But it's most likely stemming from something within us that's been orphaned as a child, that's looking for recognition. And we may keep finding people that repeat the thing that we had happening with our parents, because that's a fucking lasting impression. So however we were nurtured, or the lack thereof, it doesn't have to be that you were beat up or that you were told you're horrible or anything like that. It could just be like mom was busy, dad wasn't around, or whatever. Or if you had boomer parents, they're kind of disattached from their emotion, but that's because they were raised by the fucking silent generation, which does not share a goddamn thing about how they feel. So it's like the blind leading the blind leading the blind, and that goes all the way back to the beginning, wherever that stuff got cut off. Yeah, cyclical. It's not a straight path. So in order for you to heal and for you to like start having caring, compassionate, healthy relationships, with people in your life, look, like a moth to a flame, a toxic love game. Self-love is the weapon, walk away is the play. And that's going to be in everything. It's not just romantic. It's not just our twin flame. It's not just, whatever. It's everybody, and everywhere we go, it impacts us. Like, we keep having, like I've had my mother relationship manifest in a bunch of times with, like, even dudes that I dated. It was like I was dating my fucking mom. They're both Aries. They both eat the same thing. They both talk the same way. They would both team up on me when they're together. But when they were separated, they hated each other. Like, he would talk shit about my mom would talk shit about him. But like, anytime we're all in the same room, they like to just be like to me. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But they were like the same fucking person. So, but I didn't see that at that time. I was younger. I didn't recognize. And then as I got older, I was like, wait a minute, I keep dating my mom. And then I had them show up in friends that were like, I want to be, close to you like a mom. And I should have known better because my mom wasn't the best mom in the terms of being a mom. She was more of a friend, but not a good friend. She was like, let's go get heroin. Let's go do this. Let's go do drugs. And she was using me for those things because she couldn't go on her own. So like, again, not a great friendship. Like, I didn't know what I was getting into when those things happened, right? So whatever relationship, yours may not be as extreme or toxic or horrible, but you can figure it out and be like, okay, like where was I not given the attention that I needed, or where did this anxiety that I have now come from? Like, was I always like, some kids are always given into, like, if they knew if they just cried long enough, or if they threw a tantrum, they were going to get what they wanted. And other kids never got nothing. No matter how long they cried, they just learned they better just shut up or accept that they're on their own, very young. And those are the avoidant people. And then there's me, who gets the best of both worlds. It depends on my mom's attitude that day, or if my dad was drunk that day, what happened. So I can be bing, bing, bing. If you're too nice to me, I'm like, ew. And if you're mean to me, I'm like, why don't you like me? But we can also change that over times too. So I feel like you need to figure that out, because again, it doesn't always have to be love. It can be just the people in your life So figuring out who you are at your core, and those core wounds, is going to help you to become more disciplined, because you also ask, like, you want to, like, what can help you now, the skills that you need, like, to connect in this world, or to do what you're meant to do. We also have Neptune, which is Pisces. It's an inspiration, fantasy, dreams, psychic skills, illusion, lies, confusion, spirituality, emotions, and intuition. And Atlantis is here. So you may have been here at the fall of Atlantis. You may have, things from that time that you need to nurture. That could have been the first time you were abandoned, because people knew that was coming, and they just took off and went to other areas and left people here to die. So you could have been left here behind in that situation, or it could just be an essence that you still carry. But yeah, you're young at heart. There's still like this innocence in you. There's this creativity in you that wants to come forward. So like it said in the thing I was reading earlier, like, this is a year that stuff can barely be utilized. Like, I used to do this type of stuff. I would go to places, bring all of my shit, like all of my papers and stickers, and we would do like a vision board that night. Or I'd bring all of the paints and all of the things, and we'd do a paint night that night. But first we would meditate. And I would take them somewhere, and I'd be like, okay, boopity bop, and then we come back and paint whatever it was. So like maybe we painted the galaxy because we just took a journey through the galaxy, or we paint like an island with a palm tree, but it's because we went to an island with a palm tree. And then I did the cups of abundance, where I got like wine glasses, and we put into the cup all the things that we wanted to attract into our lives, and then we decorated the cup with like stickers and stuff, and it was all fancy. And so then it was like, oh, this is my cup of abundance. It's like, I'm filling my cup. It was just a creative whatever. It could be fun, it could be creative, and it could be young at heart. It doesn't like that's why I like the shamanism stuff too, because the healing work that we do with that isn't always necessarily like this massive, like, oh my God, I'm crying and I'm on the floor dying and I feel I'm liberating myself, whatever. It's just fun. It's like we go outside and we do sand painting. So that means take a walk and find some shit. It could be a leaf, it could be a fucking stick, it could be a rock, it could be whatever. You go find some stuff, and then you come back and you make like a square. And you're going to put stuff in your square that's like your sand painting, and everything represents. So like this leaf is going to represent like my money situation. This rock is going to represent my relationship with myself. And it's just whatever. It's all intuitive. And so you set it up and then you walk away. You come back in a couple of days and the wind will have come, and like animals would have gone through, and it's going to change. So the energy of those areas in your life gets shaken up. And it's a good thing. And also anything. Creating something, you create, like, you could whatever you want. But it's a good time if you want to heal contracts and balance out things that have been imbalanced in relationships. You can even Google or fucking ask ChatGPT like some good ideas, get inspired, or look at what others have done to help you to outgrow, to like let go of the things that you've outgrown. Because again, we're leaving the year of the snake and all of that, so we've known the bad, right? We've seen the worst. We're prepping for the best. It's time to let go of those outgrown layers. And we don't have to do it. It doesn't have to be icky. It doesn't have to be painful. It doesn't have to be all bleh. You know, you're starseed. You're young at heart. You have creative energy inside of you. You may even be inspired in this way to be like, wow, I like doing that. You know, like when I'm like, oh, I like making candles. Let's turn that into a production line of fucking thousands of candles for people. When I make decks, oh, let me make 20,000 decks. Like, whatever you find that you like to do can be healing for you, and it can a lot. Like, you're find better off when you serve creatively. You're not only serving yourself, you're serving others, and you're expressing yourself. Your poem can touch someone's heart. People always feel weird about sharing their art or sharing something that they've created because they enjoyed it, they liked it. It doesn't feel like work, but doesn't always have to feel like work to be something that touches people deeply in their heart. If you write a poem about what you had happening, or like exploring your inner world, I guarantee you there's going to be others out there that feel the exact same way. Every moment has a purpose and a beauty of its own, and you're about to see the light shine on the places that you've outgrown, okay? So you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't, and it's time to explore those internal planes, because your consciousness creates all of your dreams. So you're going to be charting into a new level, alternate reality, a whole new world where you can be having peace and dancing away with everything. You have love, you have good, you are young in your soul, you will be happy and peaceful and fun. And you do have an old soul, but it's young, you know, it's good. It's not a bad thing, but there's stuff up in, and music may help you too, because I just started randomly fucking singing. Yeah, dancing and music. So even listening to certain music, or like last night I had something happen that's never really happened before. I ended up like doing like a whole fucking thing that is recorded. I may share it if I can get to it, but it was like toning or something. But you can raise like when we hum, that heals us, our vibration. Our voice is a very healing thing for our body. A lot of times we stew in our sadness and our darkness and our doubt and our fear and our pain. And that's one of the things I said at the beginning of this, is that the Harvard Medical fucking School has proven 100% that neuroplasticity, if you just speak to your body, it is going to heal faster than if you're taking supplements or medicines. So same concept with anything else. I'm going to talk to my success. I'm going to talk to my inner child. I'm going to talk to the parts of me that feel orphaned, or feel abandoned, or feel like I'm not enough, or feel like I'm losing out on love, or feels like unsure or uncertain about what I'm meant to do. And you can create a potion, and you can create a spell with your voice or with something else, whatever you feel guided to do. But it's time to say no and cut the cords and release every energy from the past. Gaia needs you to be here at this time to ground your light. And Argatha is here too. So that's it, because this is feminine and masculine. So you can ground into the feminine, and inner earth energy is like the masculine energy. And this is the feminine energy. So it's like the creative right side, and then like the logic left side. So blending those two worlds together helps us to forge the path. Is again a foundation that will bring you towards your legacy. And it can be emotional. It can be woo. And the wisdom that's channeled through the light of the infinite can be brought through you in a fun way, but you might need a little bit of the masculine to logically like systemize it. And again, you probably have, and it's funny, in the beginning of this I mentioned the 0 point of the planet being a crystal fucking keeper, like a worker with the crystals from Atlantis. You may have star markings in your natal chart that indicates that you were from Atlantis, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you've been a high priest, high priestess. You've connected with the oceans deeply. You have a soul family here that you're meant to work with. And you are, meant to bring your feminine and masculine into alignment and balance so that you can, serve appropriately and also heal yourself. Aligning with your full mission, assisting and teaching by unifying the duality, which is the feminine and masculine, the sun and the moon. You are the feminine, your intuition, a cycle of a rebirth. That's where we're headed. You are fully supported right now, so let all that old shit go. Like I said, we had the high priest, now we get the high priestess. Like, there's a lot of cards in here that, come together as two, into one. feminine, balance, and rising, vibing at the highest quotient of light. Use the music, use your soul, use whatever you're guided to do to help you, and know that you are supported in whatever that is that you feel guided to do through the cosmic fucking ocean. Shadow transformation, do shadow work. I have a shadow PDF, and it's like $3. I think it was like, if you go to my Patreon, there's a page that's like any post that you want to buy. They're only a couple of dollars. There's one specifically for the shadow work for fucking divine feminine. It's like $3, but it's a bunch of shit that helps you specifically with shadow work for divine feminine with their twin flame situation. And look at that, twin souls, blah, 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 blah. Dolphin, whale, okay, galactic, fucking ocean. I didn't know that was gonna come. You're a high priestess. You're a star seed. You have all of this inside of you, but it's up to you to decode it. It's up to you to decide. You have the eyes to see where you fucking, eyes that see beyond the illusions, and you have the eyes that can see where the fae are and like spirit is. Like earlier when I was talking about like the weird shit that flies around in my videos and all of that, you have that same ability, but you need to cleanse your emotions. You need to reclaim that part of you that's been lost, and know that, and own that, and do that inner exploration that is necessary to shift the fucking frequency, because you do connect and code and teach and you channel in your own unique way. Everybody's gonna do it in the way that they're meant to do it, and there's no right or wrong, but we are all one. So come from the heart, be intimate, creative, communicative, and receptive to the energy. You're an energy healer. Allow it to come through as you beat to your own drum. It could even be writing through poetry. It could be just singing a song, like when I make up my fucking weird songs. It could be in the water. It could be through your, dream time. Whatever feels right. And it can change and it can evolve. It doesn't always have to be the same. But you are aligned on your mission right now with your purpose of what you're supposed to be doing. You're going to have more foresight as long as you keep honoring your sacred wisdom within, and you'll get more clarity and confidence. Be independent. Okay, again, I think this is a time for people to we're closing up the cycle of being like a loner, the wolf, but like embracing that instead of feeling like I'm so sad and alone and blah, blah, blah. Like instead of that codependency that makes us seek out somebody that maybe not be the best for us, or attract people that are on that vibration. When we heal that, we shift that, we rise up. We don't have to be in this anymore. It's because we've accepted it, we've embraced it, we're good with it. Then we get the contract, we get the promise, we get the commitment. And we have a fucking woohoo, unconditional love. And we forgive and we forget and we let go, and we're no more a fucking obsessive weirdo. Okay? So just embrace everything that has happened, and know that you are a master of duality. Sometimes it's going to be dark, sometimes it's going to be light. But like I said, the music is right. Boopity-ba. Dance, sing, have a good time. And anything you've been through, others have too. And you get the freedom to go where you like, but the dolphins are dancing in the water. So I think water is also significant for you, connect with it. Think about it. Go to water, take a bath. Put some crystals and frequencies in the bath with yourself. Beat to your own fucking drum. Don't do what I did. Do whatever you feel want to do. Yeah. Boopity-ba. All right. Bobbity-boop. I'm hot. Boop, oop. I walked up to the beach earlier to keep from what? Nutting up on him? What? All right, let me go. Let's see. The math ain't mathing. 20 giga. Oh God, that's a lot of little bits. Okay, my question. Will this new friendship be a worthwhile relationship? I saw the love of my... Okay, we saw that. Schemes don't make dreams. Means he... Yeah. Hello. Let me know if you got questions, peoples. And then happy joy, happy joy. 1 minute negative thought affect the body for an hour. All right. Let's see. Where is she? Boopity-bop. The new friend. All right. Hold on a second. The new friend with a new friend, be a good friend with a lot. Long-term view, perseverance, reaping the harvest, coming to fruition, harvest is coming, patience. Okay, so if you're patient and cool, calm, collected, I do feel like that is possible. Good things take time. So I find myself saying this to people all the time, just go slow, take your time. I don't know, like it just seems to be one of those things lately that's like a recurring fucking, because people are always in a rush. We always are in a rush. Even myself, I find myself, I'm like, why am I rushing? Like, it doesn't even matter. Sometimes I'm rushing and it's like, there's absolutely no fucking reason to be rushing for what I'm doing. But I feel rushed because everybody else is rushing and I sense it. But particularly when it comes to like friends becoming, a part of our life, like I wish, motherfucker, that I had taken my time and been like, you know what? That's kind of weird. Like, and listen to that, because I know I have said that in my life at different times. Isn't that weird? Because I wouldn't be that way, but we don't know everybody on the planet. I don't know how everybody is. However, usually they're not that fucking far off. So if someone comes in and they're being a certain way, let's give them some time to see if they're going to maintain that, or are they going to, shift over, what's going to happen here, without putting too much expectation on it. Because the minute that we become committed to somebody, like, are they going to be, or like, I would really like, it's like we toss over the power, even if it's not romantic, even if it's just a friend. If we like get excited about this friend and we have abandonment wounds or we've been orphaned by others, then sometimes not so good, right? Like, oh, then they have the power, or it just hurts more when they do fuck you over, because sometimes that happens. Sometimes you got to go through that. But they're telling you to shift and see from a grand scale when it comes to, everything basically at this time. Like try to zoom out, and then all is written in the stars, the scars of your heart, the perfect times to start, coming near or apart. Okay? So just know that wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, with whomever, there's a reason at that moment for what's playing out, and whatever lasting impression that it's going to create, there's a reason for that. Even if it sucks. I always find that like when in a moment when someone's hurting us or something bad plays out or it's taking forever or we feel like why, like, is it ever gonna be blah, 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 like when those times are happening, it can suck and it can feel like down and bleh. But usually, we get to the other side of that where it's like, oh wow, I see exactly why that did that, or why this happened this way, or why I was guided to do boopity boops. Even if it was a deep wound, a lot of times we're going to clear those emotional blocks. We're going to learn some sort of lesson that helps us to connect with the right persons in the future, to realize our self-worth, and to recognize that we are the sum of those we surround ourselves with. So we want to be more mindful of that too. Because if I surround myself with fucking assholes, I'm limiting my potential. If we surround ourselves with liars, then, we're keeping ourselves in a place that's never going to get, like, oh, wow, they say all the right things, but they don't do them. They don't back it up, right? So karma and structure and order comes with hard work, being mature, professional, and a steward for discipline, time, creation, organizing, boundaries, commitment, slow pace, materialize. So, like, even the emperor is a slow, he's somebody that, he's an authority figure. Authority figures are not going to rush around and run to do things quickly. So if we want something loyal and strong and powerful and enduring, we want to take our time and just let it naturally flow. But I do see that there's potential here for that. Like, I'm not saying anything bad. If we've come from places in the past where those things didn't work out, or our fucking legacy so far has been, well, that sucked, well, that sucked, well, that sucked, or that didn't work out the way that I hoped, you're about to come into a season of expansion. You're about to be, because you've become more self-aware through shedding those old fucking things and to seeing, what is available and what isn't available and how do things pan out in this world. We kind of have like a veil over us when we first come in and we're like, wow, boopity bop. And I find what really is a detriment is like good people have a really hard time understanding that not everybody is innately good. And so it's really, and that's where narcissists get like a hands up, because we got a bunch of fucking zombies running around out here like, you must be crazy, and they're really good at manipulating and making people listen to their bullshit, right? But if you've been on the fucking side of that, knowing like, wow, that's yeah, it's very subtle bullshit. But we wouldn't be able to know it. We would be just as clueless and weak to their fucking thing, hadn't we been like next to it. So we can get those lessons as we go through life of like who's real and true. What does that like look like, feel like, sound like? What's the progression of that type of stuff? Like how should it show up? It shouldn't just show up and be like promising the world fucking day one, because it's like a weird love. But like if you're ADHD, you may love bomb, but it's not because you're wanting to manipulate or take advantage of or like hook someone in, and then once you've got them, be like, okay, bye, I'm gonna discard you just because, or I'm gonna be weird and fucking flippity flop. It's because you genuinely are excited. You genuinely have that, but you got to know not everybody's like that. There's not always like, we got people who murder, right? We got people who do really insanely bad things on our planet, with children, with animal, all types of bad stuff. So we just want to make sure that where we're investing is a stable, solid place, so that we can have an undying loyalty and a good friendship, companionship, and we will go through awakenings. We will learn our lessons, and we will resurrect and find strength through all of our connections, regardless if they end out, good or bad. But I do feel like you are going to find emotional fulfillment, stability, and happiness. Like right now, you're getting more compassion and confidence. You're learning how to believe in yourself, how to suspend thoughts that are not serving the movement forward towards, creating things in your world that make you feel, supported. And this says a voluntary pause. Okay, so surrender, aha moment, perspective, awakening, epiphany, release, let go. So like I say this it's always easy for, like, I find that anything I'm like, ha ha ha, joke, laugh, didn't mean it, fucking manifest instantaneously. When I don't care, when I'm not trying, those things are like I'm like, really? That, like, I will just joke and be like, I bet you blah blah blah, and the next day it's like, yep, blah blah blah. Like really weird random crap keeps happening, even just like all the time, because I'm not invested in it. I'm not like, please, I need. And if I did, it would create resistance to it and actually keep it from me. But because I'm in a lighthearted, high vibrational, joyful experience, there's no about it. It's easy to attract it. So the more that you are able to just be cool, calm about things in your life, and to not like let it be meaningful, and like, not that it's not meaningful, but don't let it mean anything about you. Okay, you have the freedom of you being the person that decides how I respond to the things in my life. Like how people show up and what they do is them. How I respond is me. So I am a natural energy healing abilities, and I can heal myself, and I can help myself, and I can elevate myself, and I can study myself and others as I go on this path of life and weigh my options. Just because someone's around doesn't mean that I should be like, okay, this, like, let's see how this works. Like, we don't want to invest in it solely to the point of like, could this possibly, like, instead, like, try to turn the table. You become the thing that people are trying to gain. You become the thing that people are like asking about. Like, maybe could this work out? Like, I really like this. You know what I mean? Instead of us thinking about them, let's like turn that energy, like imagine that for yourself. Imagine that you are the infinite abundance that everybody wants, that you are the prize, that you are beautiful, that you are like so amazing and awesome sauce, and anybody be fucking crazy to not want to create a future with you, right? So teaching your inner self, teaching your sensitivities to be leaning in that direction, rather than a lot of where we all kind of go. Usually we think, oh my god, I'm such a loser and I'm a dork, and the person's probably not gonna like me, or we just get weird. Yeah, we isolate. Like when we're by ourselves, we think things and we say things, and we feel, everybody feels the same way though. Even if the guy fucking looks cool and calm, wow, he's so awesome sauce and he's got everything, you're gonna find that most of the time everybody's got the same fucking bullshit going on inside of them. But as we grow and as we heal and we gain wisdom, we realize that we can persevere and we can see beyond the vanity of stuff, and that it shouldn't even matter what someone projects. It is what's on the inner realm that really truly helps us to expand and to grow and to have more self-worth and to want something to stick around. But like, is the guy a good guy? I feel like that's, again, it's up, yeah, like it's up to you to decide what makes you feel passionate, what feels good for you. Because like, for what's good for me may not be good for you. I might like someone that's like, yeah, look, I might like somebody that's this way and that way and that way. And you might like someone this way and this, but like, what do you like? You know, put them to the test, figure it out. See, like, is this someone that I would like to have in my life? Do they balance me out? Or are they too much of this or too much of that? Because if they're too much of those things, I'm not going to entertain it. I'm going to be the one that, you know, moves on to the next, because I have that choice and that power and that freedom to do so. I am my own person. A balancing act, choices, considering options, coming to terms, financial, like, what will I do? I feel like you need to realize that there's a lot of infinite options in everything that we do, but you are the one that gets to decide more so than just waiting for the decisions to be created, or like just to, you know what I mean? Instead of just like, it's not an idly waiting to see what happens. It's an active like investigation to see what I want to happen. Do I even want you in my life? Are you someone that I can, you know, like, you know, see that with? Because even if there's good cards that come out right now, right? Oh yeah, this guy's great. Yeah, you guys could have a long-term commitment forever. Don't let the cards dictate that for you. Let you dictate that for you based off of, does this guy make me feel like that's the person I would like to be around? You know, do I want someone that's dominant? Do I want someone that's passive? Do I want someone that, you know, whatever? But it doesn't matter what the whatever is, you get to choose. So clear vision, creative thinking, free, charismatic. I feel like this is going to be fun for you. I am seeing the marriage card here, so there's probably a commitment on some, like a soul connection here. Like there's a reason that this person has showed up. It could be just like to bring back some sort of justice situation, you know, like a fairness, getting a lot of balance. I feel like if there was something that played out in your life, in another life, or in relationships in general that, you know, always kind of end up XYZ, this may be someone that's helping you to see the other side of that stuff. Where there, yeah, anything that you've avoided, anywhere that there's been stalemates, anything that's been like an obstacle or frozen with indecision, or just blocked you from moving forward, an illusion, or, you know, maybe wishing for something that nothing happened, and, or being too focused on something that it's stunted it didn't let it to grow to the fullest ability that it could. It's like you're getting a new resurrection, a new opportunity to cleanse yourself and to release those things that were in ourselves that may have made us, you know, cling too tightly to certain stuff, or to get too anxious about the way that we present ourselves within this stuff. So yeah, the Seven of Cups is like illusions and distraction. It's like, I think you want the Seven of Cups in your life. You want people that make you feel happy. You want to feel good. You want to, like, you know, love and kind and good. And that's good. That's good stuff. But sometimes we want that so much that we actually, like, entertain things that will never become that, because we want it so much, we settle for shit that's, like, never gonna be. It's like, wow, wait, why? Don't waste your time entertaining shit that's never gonna be what you actually want, just because you want something that they can't give, you know. But those are things we learn over time. So I do see deep connection coming for you. I see mutual attraction. I see contentment, purpose, renewal, healing, hope, and wishes fulfilled, love, satisfaction, a good life. So I think that, yeah, a lover, twin flame. Like, I feel like if you are at peace within yourself, you're actually going to open up the doorway to multiple options or multiple opportunities for that to manifest. It doesn't only have to just be one dude, right? There's like billions of people out there that are, you know, free and single and looking. So just know that, like, the opportunities are endless and infinite. Be emotionally connected to the deep feelings within yourself, and let your psychic intuition guide you on towards where you feel safe, you know, or who feels right for me. Yeah, and you're releasing things that don't serve you, okay? Wherever you're emotionally unfulfilled, you're ready to walk away from that and to go into the new direction that will bring you fulfillment. So sometimes that's, walking away from everybody and just spending some time alone. Sometimes it's walking away from one particular person, and whatever, finding another. Or sometimes it's I'm gonna feel out what I want. Maybe I don't even know because I haven't really met that many people. It's hard to know what you want if you only have dealt with like one frequency of being, right? So keep your options open, just in general, because that's gonna elevate your energy too. It's like I'm not just because when you're sitting around like wanting something from some like it doesn't even matter what it is. Like I said, the whole thing, like we want to manifest something into our lives, and we're like really focused on something. Like there's stuff that I like so much, right? I go to every time I go to the store, I buy it. I buy 2 boxes of it. And this thing happened to my mom too. Like every time we ever found anything we fucking like and buy it like a lot and a lot and a lot, the fucking stores always stop carrying it. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Like why? Like the thing's sold out all the time. Why would you get rid of something that's always selling out? But it's like, it's almost like that thing of like, I want it. I'm not exploring any other option because I want it. I'm going to eat it all for me. And now it's gone. And now it's gone. And I can't have any of it because it's gone. What the fuck? It's that. Okay? Doesn't matter if it's a friend, a family, food, whatever. There's a fucking pair of shoes, underwear, whatever. The thing that you're like about when you expand your horizons and you have fun and you play, you're going to see, wow, there's a whole bunch of shit out there. Like there's other cakes that I can eat that are really fucking good that I would have never known. Like same thing with the ice cream. I always get chocolate with chocolate stuff. My dad always gives me the chocolates. I don't like vanilla. But then one day there was no chocolate and I ate the vanilla one, and now I've been only buying the vanilla one for myself. And because there's like fudge in it and stuff, right? The other day he caught on because there's like 3 fucking, and I just thought he would catch on by then anyway. But he's like, why did you tell me? I'm like, I don't know I had to tell you when all of the stuff in the fridge for fucking 3 weeks has been vanilla. And anytime there's been chocolate, it's just been sitting there. So, but like if I had never had that moment where it was gone, it ran out, we didn't have any, and had no other option but to try the vanilla, I wouldn't be eating vanilla like I'm eating it now. Hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes it's like we just want something. We just want something in our lives that we like, and we can block ourselves from other good things in our life because we're so focused on this one thing that we like. You know what I mean? Can't change the people around you, but you can change the person. Yes, you can. You can change the people around you, but I get it. Slowly does it. Just focus on me. Excellent. Makes sense. Yeah. It's like that in all areas, really, honestly. It's like when we can break it in, like, sometimes it's just like a simple thing that we're like, wait a minute, I get it now. Like, it's just like, sometimes I get hit with those moments of like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Because even myself, stuff that I know, stuff that I've learned, stuff that I've mastered, it's like I will forget it and it goes away. And then all of a sudden I get like hit with the fucking and I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what that's why it was so easy for that. Or that's why this keeps happening this way. Or that's why I keep having that fucking horrible outcome with this person or that thing or whatever it is. And also sometimes it's just a the way that we're looking at it. It's not always a horrible thing, but we feel like it is. We think that it is, but it's not. It's just life. It's just existing. Everything just is. There's really no like, it's so bad. It's like maybe it can be bad or it could be good. Okay, like the Hostess cakes, they fucking sell out all. Like I was like, why would they get rid of those? Because they were like hiding them for a while too. The Hostess fucking place at my grocery store, all of it is always filled except for these fucking cakes that I like. And they're always like gone, right? And then all of a sudden I noticed like the sticker wasn't there anymore. And it was like people are like hiding them behind other cupcakes. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then now they've never had them anymore since back then. But it's like, what the fuck? Like, and so then I tried something else and I like that. But it feels bad. But you know what? Those fucking probably aren't good for me. I probably shouldn't be eating them as much as I was. I feel like sometimes the universe is like, okay, psycho, like, you don't need to have 2 boxes of fucking Hostess cupcakes every other day. Eat something better. Yeah. And I'm a Taurus, so I'm sorry. I'm weird. I saw something recently. It was like, signs of being beautiful longer. And it was like everything that was on. I'm like, nope. Gets wonderful good sleep at night. Nope. Eats healthy. Nope. Like, No stress. Nope. Like everything that they fucking said, I was like, all right, I'm gonna age myself 100 years right now. It was like literally just all of the stuff on the list. Of, nope. I just don't take care of, like, I don't care. I don't have a fucking skin regimen. I'm not on a fucking weird diet. I'm not doing all that fucking crazy. I don't care. No, I'm a fucking Taurus. Leave me alone. I'm in my creature comfort. I don't care. But I want my cakes. Give me my cakes. But it's probably for the best, yeah, to not have the cakes. I overindulge on foods because I hyperfixate due to ASD. Well, I think that might be part of my thing too, is that like I get kicked on stuff. Like I have the shake. My dad like can't fucking understand it, and he always messes with it. And I'm like, I'm completely fucking content eating the same fucking thing day in and day out. Leave me alone. When you throw up something in there that I don't want it. Just give me what I want. I want the same thing every motherfucking day because I know that I like it. And when I don't like it anymore, I'll let you know, and it'll be done. But like, it's always like a in his brain, and I'm like, what do you care, man? What do you care? It's not your body. You're not eating it. Just leave me alone. But it is one of those things that I think is most likely to, like, I learned that over time. Like, oh, that's some autism shit, huh? I definitely have a lot of that. Like, very weird with my stuff. But I don't, whatever, man. Life is so fucking complicated and hard enough. Like, if I find something I like and it's easy and I don't have to, like, try wicked hard to do it, just, like, otherwise I'm gonna starve to death and die because I just, like, I shut down on certain stuff like that. I can hyper focus and study and learn some weird crazy thing for hours on end, but like get up, go downstairs and make myself something to eat, fuck that. I'll wait till tomorrow. Like, it just never happens. But I know it is one of those weird things. I hate being catfished by food though. If I taste it and it's yuck, I'm super sad. Well, a lot of times I find too that like I'll try something when I'm absolutely fucking starving because like what I said, like, oh, I'm just not gonna eat ever until I'm dying and I'm like, I can't think of my brain, like passing out. I try something then and it tastes really good because I'm fucking starving to death. The next time I have it, it's not so good, and now my dad's bought 12 boxes of it because I said it was good that one time. I'm like, it sucks. It just sucks. It's like one of those things that I wish people would just understand and realize, like, I can't explain it to you, man. Just fucking let me live my life the way I'm doing it. I'm okay. It used to be this and this, now it's this and this. It will change again, and I'm not gonna die. I've been doing it for 40 fucking years. Get over it. Like, they lie to us about everything, man. You don't need 8 glasses of water. I've never had a glass of water my whole fucking life, man. Like, maybe once or twice just because it was the only option. Okay? Like, we're fine. They lie. It probably I'd be healthier or whatever, but you're not gonna die. I bought a box of Hostess cupcakes. I got, what are they called? They're like, I like the cupcake, but they're like square crumb cinnamon. They're good. They're like squishy. They're good. They're squishy cinnamon cake thingies. They're like a breakfast cake, and they fucking sell out all, and they're wicked expensive for like they used to be like not that much, and now it's like $7. I'm like, what? But if you go to one place around here, it's like half the price. I got a big box of another thing that I get, and it was like they were bigger, more of, and half the price of the shit at the store over here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it just depends. Places suck. Some places suck. They're all greedy is the problem. Coffee cakes, yes. Thanks, lovely. I appreciate it. You're awesome sauce. Thank you very much. You are too. Yeah, we're all weirdos, man. We're all weird. We're all learning how to be human. I think that's part of it, is we really aren't meant to be here. Or like we are, but we weren't here before. So it's like, how do I eat? How do I handle life? And there's so many conditions into you from beginning. Like, people have all these expectations of what you should be fucking doing, and it's like, I should just be trying to survive, man. Leave me alone. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna worry about my fucking cupcake. My mom would cry because it would get rid of shit that she loves so much, and she'd get so mad. It happened like way too many times, so I felt bad because she'd be like, oh, I got like anything she liked. It was like, oh, we got rid of that. Wow, okay. She would like freak out, even like at drive-thrus. She'd go to the drive-thru. We just ran out. And I'm starting to realize and understand it now at this part of my life, because I do have those freak out moments where I'm just like, what the fuck? It's like the child that I never got to be comes out of me now. It's nothing major. It's just like a ah, the thing that I never got to do because my mother would have beat the crap out of me if I did. Now I can be like about shit. All right, wait a minute. Okay, so I got the Drew. All right, Chris, did you have anything that you wanted to know about? And anybody else that's here, let me know your questions if you haven't yet. I want to request a starseed reading. Okay. Happy New Year. Hello. Bobbity-bop. Monica. Star. Sid. I can't tolerate liars. Zero tolerance for them. Damn hard lesson to have to go through. It is. I don't like it. People suck hole. I hate them all. I don't hate all people. Like I was thinking about it yesterday because somebody went into a grocery store and they put like a post out. They went in. Some guy was like, "I really like that jacket. Can I? Do you know what the like maker is? And do you mind if I?" And he like grabbed her fucking thing to look in here. While she was like looking down here, and it made her uncomfortable, which is an uncomfortable, weird, fucking overstep thing to do. Okay. And people were going back and forth about weird fucking experiences they've had in that store, specifically in our area. And one of the places I went to recently, a guy, I am like 99% sure, took a fucking picture of me with the flash on. I was in the aisle looking at something, and I saw a flash. I look up, and he was just like, like trying to fucking act like that didn't just happen. And then he just like stands at the end. He was not looking at, like, he's got no items, no cart. Like I do a quick like, what are you doing? What is happening? And so then, like, I got you on my thing. He's just like being weird, just existing in the store. When I went and I paid, there was another person. They like, I could tell that they were together. They had like the same, the same look, the same, tone, the same, everything about them was like, boom, right? And then they were together. So it wasn't wrong. It wasn't just a snap judgment. They were together. So I pulled out my pink mace. Like, I made it be known. I'm in my big oversized slippers that are way too big for me. My fucking pink mace. Let it be known that I had it. Because there's dudes out there that will just fucking grab people and steal you and take you. But in the comment section, I had said, like, I am on high alert everywhere I go, because one lady, her mother went in. It's an old lady, like 70-year-old lady, and some guy was walking through all the fucking aisles with her and kept like looking at her, and then at some point did something and stole her fucking wallet and her phone. Anytime anybody comes fucking anywhere, just in the aisle, I pull my cart closer and I'm like, my bag is closed the minute we get. Fuck everybody. Like, I'm ready to fight the minute I go anywhere because I don't trust people. And I'm like that for the old people and the children, because a lot of people don't watch their kids. And a lot of old people, like, I watched the same day that happened with the fucking mace. There was an old guy that was like, it took him so long. I waited, like, I wanted to get him the fucking little ridey cart to bring to him, but men are weird. They don't always like that shit. And I'm glad I didn't, because he walked right past them into the store and kept going. And I was like, ah, right? But I'm like, I can't stand people, and I can't stand people, but I care about people. And that's the thing. I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want to see you suffering. I don't want to see you struggling. And I don't like the ones that like add to it. I don't like the ones that don't pay attention to that. I don't like the fact that there's a majority of people that don't care about any of this, and we're just, fuck him. Like, they don't even think of it. They don't even notice it. They, excuse me, just like trying to get away around the old guy that I'm like, can I bring him the thing, or is he going to be offended? Oh no, he's walking. What are you doing walking? Like, and I just try to push everybody away because it hurts. It fucking hurts to be aware. And I don't like the idiots that are like, I'm going to fucking grab you and put you in the back of this car and like take you away. And you never know. And the fact that there's so many dumb people that don't know that. There's people in the comment of that post being, it sounds like a normal interaction to me. And it's like, what fucking planet are you from? Where you go up and you just randomly touch a stranger post COVID? Come on, guy. Like, she's a woman, first of all, so women feel this way 24/7. But our instinct lets us, like if you come home and you think about something to the point where you're like, let me make a post about it, something was weird about it. It's not a normal interaction. It's fucked up. And some other fucking pervert weirdos that want you to feel that way and gaslight yourself and fucking be able to do it to you the next time are gonna be like, I think you're thinking too much into it. And that's what I can't stand. So yeah, I don't like people, but I do like people, and that's a problem. And I definitely don't like the liars. Let's see. All right. You're welcome. I got in for nostalgia of my mom, saw him and was like, hey, cupcake. My mom was always like eating cupcakes and stuff too. I find myself like doing stuff. She used to eat the fucking Sour Patch Kids all the time. She would get on candy. Candy. Crazy candy. Particular, okay. Yeah, it's too far. No touching. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Don't touch somebody. I wear my keys and key rings in a lanyard. It swings and it's loud and it's obnoxious. I stare like trying having to like the fact that we have to be like that speaks to the volume of like what women go through on a regular basis. And a lot of people don't get it, or they don't. And that's why those ones get taken. Some people don't. Like, I'm aware. I'm like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to do things as quickly as I have to, and I'm ready to stab you in the eye if you come near me. So you better be careful, because if you scare me at the wrong time, you're gonna get stabbed in the eye. And I would just prefer to not be near that, you know? I carry Crocodile Dundee kind of knife with me now for better part of this last year. I feel naked without it. Yeah, it's messed up that we have to be like that. But it's better to protect than to be dead, right? Okay. I feel like all right, so I'm just gonna pull a couple of these for Chris, and then I'll do Monica, because I've owed Chris, like, he missed, like, he didn't get a couple of them for a while. So let's see what comes through. I got this deck here. These went, oh, psychic. All right, so, and magic. Look at that. You have psychic magic. Also, I've been getting a lot of these messages, like people who are psychic, or people who have like these gifts that we all have. We all have, like it's not you're not like, all of us have this. They've just made us think that we don't. Some of us are better at it. Some of us are more attuned to it. Some of us are just like, you know, aware of it before others, but that doesn't mean that anybody doesn't have it. So, but I do feel like more people are going to be starting to recognize that, and because it's become more mainstream or more popular at this point, more and more people are open to it. It's not so woo-woo or weird, especially for men too, because I think, like, I always like notice, like, when a man would come to any of the things that I've done, it's like there's one dude with like 50 women, because it was just, it wasn't there yet. But over time, more men have been coming, and sometimes the fucking weirdos come in and they're like, hey ladies, and they're there for a bad reason. But yeah, they're swindlers. You know, they come in to swindle and to be like, I'm so cool, and the ladies are gonna love me because I'm sensitive and I'm psychic or whatever. They're just weirdos. But I do feel like there's more men. I've been noticing that too. I've been noticing more men like making content. Today I saw a dude, the hell he was making, it was funny, like he had funny stuff. He was like just like short little videos, but he is, and that's it, it's just short little videos, and he's coaching people for something basically spiritually related. But you know, more of that is happening, and more people are unlocking their gifts. More people are not hiding themselves. More people are here to overcome and grow, and recognizing that, and they're not feeling weird about it. It doesn't matter their sex, you know. They don't have to banish themselves to, you know, go hide away and do it. But I do feel like you're gonna have more gifts opening up for you, or just like stronger ability to do stuff. You may be starting to receive more abundance because of it. There may be something that like you figure out, or maybe some sort of, because like back in the beginning, a lot of times, sometimes we just like, fall into these things. Like there's people at the hospitals who donate their time and energy to do Reiki healings on people with like cancer ward or whatever. Or like if there's an elderly folks home down the street, you can go there and be like, oh, Monday night, boo boo boo's coming to do ba 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 ba. And they love it. They fucking love it. And they will book actual sessions. So it's like that little bit of charity turns into, and they tell their friends and their sisters and their mothers and their children. And then it's all of a sudden you got a bunch of fucking clients off of one night of charity. Or, you know, it should just be one night, but like, you know what I mean? It could even be from something else too. It could be like, I go and I do something specific and that turns into something crazy. Like, and that is a theme. I feel like the more that we are focusing on giving from that place of kindness or doing, like, even just like the idea, like watching him, so, oh, I hope this guy gets into the store because he's old and he's struggling. Oh no, he's not gonna, like, oh man, but like that's kind to care about it, right? To hope that he would fucking, but he didn't want to admit that he needs that yet. That's fine, but you're going to start receiving the benefits of even having those moments of awareness, or those times that you do think kind thoughts or do kind actions. And I think that is also going to help people to like open up their gifts, or to access the Akashic records, and to retrieve more of who they are. And there may be things that you need to write down from. Yeah, I'm getting astral, and I keep getting stuff to do with like journal, like dream journal. And I'm like, I don't remember my dreams, but I do, but I don't. And if I dream journal, I probably would. So, but a dream journal could be the dream journal for the dreams that we remember, but it can also be a journal of like times that we meditate, or what are our dreams? What are we dreaming of? What do we hope to bring into reality? What dream am I dreaming into being? What do I want to see in my life? So it could be like a mix, like, oh, I don't remember my dream from last night, but you know what? I'm going to get up in the morning, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to write down what I'm dreaming into being. But I do see that astral and dreamer here. So you may have prophecy and history dreams that are coming in for you. And, writing may help to jog more stuff. Sometimes we feel like we're making shit up, but we're not usually. We could definitely, if you let yourself go way out of whatever. But like, even if you do, it's an essence. It's coming from creation. There's a reason that we make the story the way that we do. And we keep finding this too. Like, even like, oh my God, did you figure that guy that wrote that movie, he was really doing that? Like, we keep finding that like reality is usually stranger than what's written in the movies and all of that. But a lot of stuff is also based off of what's actually going on. But realizing that too, we can shape reality. Like, I feel like a lot of the Bible stuff is happening, but also I've written shit down that happens instantly or the next day. So we can create we can write our story. We can dream into being. We can manifest the things that we want into our life. And that is a gift in itself, to recognize that, oh, if I want accomplishment, if I want to win at this, if I want to succeed, if I want to defend myself from whatever the fuck is going on, if I want to like take this technology that is me to the next level, I got to start utilizing it and exercising it and using the construction of that vessel, which is writing, pen to paper without the fucking computer and all that. Much better for the brain and the synapses and the fucking neuroplasticity and all that shit that makes a big difference in our body, right? And then like, maybe I got to think about my diet and like what I'm eating and all that shit, or going on adventure, getting out of the outside and going on a little adventure can be part of your thing that could turn into something else. Like the people who do the fucking stones, they paint a stone with little words and they put it on the path, and then the next, oh my God, I found a stone with a blah blah blah. Like, those are kindness projects. We need more kindness projects, because we got the world war happening 24/7. We got military in everybody's face all the time. We got enslavement all the time. But we're here to be the rebels. We're here to break out of that bullshit. We're here to heal the... And I keep finding out the bad stuff. I saw a thing today. It was a fucking manta ray, okay? The stingrays have the stinger. The manta ray doesn't. The manta ray is fucking endangered. And I was just so mad that they're endangered, because they're not endangered just because. They're endangered because of us. Because of us. And that pisses me the fuck off. because we need to lead the people and lead the healing and have good instructions of like, hey, how about you don't be a complete fucking asshole and kill everything because you want some fucking fish. Oh, there's gonna be nothing. There's gonna be nothing. Like, they're gonna take it all away. But yeah, astral travel for you, for sure. Go into the astral realm. I feel like there's something in the astral that's going to help you with your devotion to connection of spirit, and worshiping of nature. So you don't have to have a religion. Your religion could be the astral traveling, your connection to going into nature. There may be something that they want you to tap into on the astral plane that you're going to channel into the 3D, because it's going to get weird. You know, people who do like the weird shit, like that stuff, there's probably going to be a lot more of that. There could be a little bit more insanity happening, but that's okay. Embrace it. Whatever wants to come through, let it come through. I think my thing with that too has always been like, I feel weird, you know, like it's like, I'm a weirdo. I don't mind being a weirdo, but it feels really, really extra weird, you know, like it was hard enough because nobody was doing it when I first started fucking putting it out there, but you know, it slowly progressed over time. But that was one of those things that I was like, we don't want to be made fun of. And I do get it. I do understand it. I know I do it when I'm by myself, but you know, it's hard sometimes to put ourselves out there, especially when we're, you know, seriously being like, who's that? But I do think that there's going to be more of that, like, opening up this year where we don't give a shit. Like, I'm at that point. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks anymore. You want to be an asshole? Be an asshole. I don't care. Whatever. We're truth seekers. We're here to help. We're here to bring, you know, awareness. And how can we bring awareness? Is by being a fucking weirdo and standing out from the crowd. How do we heal? Is by getting more eyes on stuff. How do we have a revolution? By changing the things fundamentally. So if we've always been reserved or quiet or silent, you know, or we've always been letting other people lead the way when it comes to certain things, now's the time to be like, okay, I'm done with this abusive bullshit. I'm okay, like, taking a back seat. I want to be a peacemaker, and if that means I gotta act like a fucking fool and diddly-do and dance around and whatever. Probably have a good time, probably enjoy it, but there's something that there's intellectually, like, there, available for you to connect with in the higher realms. Maritime is here too, which says, like, pirates, ocean travel. Yeah, they want you to explore. Maybe you need to explore connecting with the ocean, the galactic ocean, like traveling, because that has portals to other places. Yeah, magic. Using your magic to travel through the galactic ocean is going to help you to have a deeper faith and to and overcome. Maybe you've been insecure about putting yourself out there looking silly in front of others. Don't fucking worry about it, man. It's fun. Just laugh at yourself. It took me a while when I got to the fucking trance dance video. I was like, oh man, I don't want to do that. Why did I put that on the fucking list of shit? Like, and it finally did it. And I just like closed my eyes and did it. And it was fine. Because whatever, who gives a shit? At least I'm fucking doing it. Most people, anybody that wants to sit on the other side and be a gossip or fucking be a dick about it is because they have no fucking confidence in themselves and they'll never ever do anything like that. So don't worry about it. Rejection is just their fucking projection of, yeah. They're gonna complete this life with never being anything. So don't let them trick you from getting it yourself. Don't worry about others' perception. Or what if it's not good enough or whatever. There's always, like, you'd be surprised, man. Sometimes I'm surprised with the shit that that I see, that I'm like, people are buying that? People like that? Like, I saw something the other day and I was like, what the fuck is that? It was just such a simple, stupid thing, but people are buying it for the like, it was like literally like this big, a circle, and then they have words that go with it. Like little fucking plain white words that are like cardboard words. And it's like, this is my mandala thingy for manifesting. And it's got fucking, it's like, you could just write that down on a little piece of paper, man. Like, what are you doing? But people are buying it. And the reason I was like, what the fuck, is because it was so plain. It was like, I have a plain piece of white paper that I put a circle on. And then I took another piece of white paper and I cut it into a bunch of squares with words. And now I'm going to take my circle and put my little squares all over the circle because I'm manifesting something specific. I would have at least made it pretty or something. I don't know. It was just kind of weird. I'm like, what the hell? And it's expensive for what it was. Like, that person's probably making a lot of money. It's just silliness. But there's also the thing of like people are lazy when it comes to certain stuff, and a lot of people like the guy that I was seeing yesterday who's bitching about that person. You should give your money away, blah, 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 blah. Right? Well, people like that, he's going to live in a mindset of, lack. And he's not going to have the realization that there's lazy people out there that have money, that don't want to do some of the most mundane, basic bullshit that others of us do. And it's if we make those things available to them, they'll pay for it, especially if it's fucking the first thing that they see, because they don't want to dig. They don't want to be an artist. They don't want to try. Like, I love creating art. I love in all of the forms, in digital, this, that, and the other. And I know there's a massive amount of way for me to make, products with that and sell them, and people will buy them. But because I like it and I enjoy it, and also because I know how to do it and I don't buy it myself, there's been that disconnect of like, well, people are of course they're gonna fucking buy it, or people wouldn't be selling them like they do. And you would probably have fun doing it. Why do you keep holding back? Because you're silly and you're weird. But like something like that, whatever, like we can enjoy what we do, have fun with what we do, love what we do, and not feel like we're fucking working and make money with it. Because somebody else doesn't love that thing. Somebody else is not good at that thing. Somebody else is going to suck at that thing. And they don't even want to fucking take the time to figure it out. They don't want to open Canva. They don't want to do this. They don't want to construct it. They don't want to make the board with the words. They just want the board with the words already done. Or it's a gift for someone else that this is cool, here you go. Like, there's a lot of mindless buying in our world. Just because, like, some of us don't have mindless money to spend doesn't mean other people don't. And so if we want mindless money to spend of our own, we got to start making the things that we can create to, or constructing stuff that others are going to see as beautiful and supportive to them. Wow, great, awesome sauce. I can have that thingy. But I feel like there's going to be your gift tuned in to, like, exploring new stuff. And bringing things into fruition. I feel like it's going to be for a lot of people too. Yeah, wealth. We're going to have wealth. We're going to be bringing wealth and good stuff, and no more swindlers, no more assholes. And our religious devotion is going to guide us. So, and even just ask Spirit to show you, like, what should I be focused on? Every time I ask them, they fucking show me shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then I doubt more, and then I'm like, can you show me again? And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just do it. So. Yeah, I think that's coming for a lot of people in our world, for the most part. Adventure. It got weird. Adventure time, yay. I'm my toughest critic. Yeah, we all are. Thank you so much for your insights. I appreciate it. Welcome. See, you're Starseed. We all are doing the same stupid shit. And use that to your advantage. That's your story, your hero's journey, right? Wherever you are right now. And it's hard because I still do it. I always feel like I'm not telling people, like, it's not good enough. It's not blah, 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 blah. But there's people, like, I find out, like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God. Like when I just, like, see the people, like, in a comment section of something, I'm like, there's people who just, like, they don't know anything about something, right? Like, completely dead, right? And they ask the most basic, like, what the fuck? Like, how old are you? Like, so know that, like, that exists in all of the things. Some people just never go there, but doesn't mean that they don't want to know it. We don't have to be an expert to help others. We don't have to be the best to be supportive and helpful to others. Like, we just need to be a step ahead of whoever's behind. And that's going to continue to change. And if we want that to continue to elevate or to continue to expand, we got to keep learning and keep expanding and keep, like, implementing new things. But look at it as, like, wherever I am right now, I've overcome something. I've learned something. Like, people want to know. People don't have the first fucking idea about something, want to know. And if you make something that helps them to have that or know that, they're going to be happy. And it could be simple, like, how do I do this thingy? Like a arts and craft, like making a candle. I've had so many people, how do I make a candle? How do I make a candle? And it's like, in my head, I'm like, well, it's just there because I know, but I didn't at one time, right? I took my own path of finding out, but some people want you to take them on some people need it. Some people want the whole, I'm more like, just give me the fucking gist of it. I'll figure it out as I go. Other people want you to take them, like, hold their hand the whole way. Whatever, use that to your advantage. That people need that to help them to grow, because that's going to help us grow as well. Because Wow, we do know and we can show, but I didn't think, and because on my side, I didn't need that. Same thing with like a fucking dude making a Canva course, selling it for $200 fucking dollars. The course is basically him like, this button does this, and this button does that. And so when we open this, it looks like that. And then if we want, we can do that. And I'm like, people are buying it. People are buying it. People are buying it. Because they don't know. And they want to know. I'm just one of those people that's like, let's fucking press the buttons and figure out what it fucking does, whatever. Or if I find something, or if I know that, like I've seen someone else do something that I like, I Google it or I YouTube it and I find out how to do it. But other people don't do that. They just stand there going, how do I do that? And so sometimes they, will never find out because they don't think in those same terms as others do. So if you already know and you can help and all of that, doesn't matter. It could even be like, oh yeah, so I overcame an addiction to food, or I overcame living with a fucking piece of shit person, or I overcame my like money situation, or I was able to gain my fucking confidence, or this is how you pray. Like seriously, there's some people out there that are like, they're so afraid to do the wrong thing, they do nothing, and so nothing happens. And I'm just they need someone to show them, and that's a good thing because then we can help them because they're just standing at the impasse not doing nothing. They're not even like they don't even bother to look because they're afraid that they're gonna find the wrong thing. They want someone they can trust to help them from wherever they are to wherever they want to be. And those are opportunities for those of us who have already done. And it can be very simple shit, man. It's fucking when when it hits me sometimes, I'm like, oh my god, like that's very simple. Like that would be very fucking easy. Why am I not doing all of those things? Because it's like it's because it's something that's so instinctual to us usually that we don't even think about it. We're not thinking like, okay, this is how you shower, right? We get up and we walk over, we pick out our clothes, we go in, we turn the water on, then we get in and we do all this stuff, right? But there's people who've never showered that need that. They don't know the first thing on how to fucking shower, and if you don't show them, they're gonna stand there and they don't know where to get the answer because they don't know. And that's so think about it in that way of like the most basic stuff. Whatever you do on a regular, it could be even fucking weed, man. This is how you roll some weed, like, or this is how you put weed in a bowl and smoke it, and this is the benefits of doing that, and this is how you feel afterwards. And then when you have the people may not know how the munchies work. This is how the munchies work. Once you have your weed, you're hungry, you go eat, and typically you could even make and I guarantee you, if you made a book on the whole weed process, a bunch of weed heads would buy it and give it to their friends, and it would be like a joke to them, but it's the whole, you know what I mean? It's funny, but it's one of those things that would be, all of the stuff that goes along with weed is usually kind of like a joke thing, but that would be a funny joke, like a living room table, what do they call those? Coffee table fucking book. Here's my coffee table book. This is how to smoke, and this is how to have, like, you could have a whole series. This is how to roll. This is how to do this. This is how to, what are the other ones that they do with, like, the fucking, I don't know, my sister did it at some point with the, like, blowtorch, like, oil, and then this is how you sleep afterwards. This is the clothes that you should wear. This is the, this is the car that you'll most likely drive. This is the music that, like, you can have a whole series. The food, the munchies, the next day, this type of weed, that type of weed, the indica, a whole fucking series on weed. And I bet you would know all about that, right? Probably more than others. And maybe you can even tell, this is how you can grow the weed, or this is how you can bop the weed, or whatever, or find a better deal on the weed, or I don't know, whatever you fucking want. But it's infinite. And you might not think about that because it's in your face all the time, and you see it all the time, and you don't really have to think about it. You just know about it. You learned it over time, but you didn't know it when you first started out. You got better, right? You could be an author, see? You could be the author of the whole series of weed. Wax scent wick candle. Well, yeah, right? But it like for me, I do my essential oils in it, and trying to explain that to people is hard. But I'm also, I don't know, it's just like, it depends on the person too, because like some people I could just be like blah, 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 and they'd be like, and they go do that, or they figure it out from there. Other people can't, they won't, they're like what, and they want more and more and more, and that's totally fine. I have no judgment either way. Some people need the full school and the certificate and everything for them to be like, okay, I'm ready to make a candle, and other people are like, all right, I got it, I'm going over to Michael's right now, boom boom boom, let's see what happens, and they don't care if they fuck it up because it's just one time. But like, that's me. Like, whatever. I hit the wrong button, we'll undo that button. But some people won't hit any button because they're so fucking afraid of hitting the wrong button. And some people just have no confidence. And it's in all the areas. So wherever your expertise is, wherever your creativity is, wherever you like to be, whatever you like to do, whatever you do a lot of, like me, I make a lot of potions. I know I'm an advanced aromatherapist. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm a this teacher. I'm a that teacher. And but like, took a lot of time for me to get there. But because I'm there, when I think of basic shit like chakra, I'm like, I just assume you guys all know about all of them, but people don't. Same thing with the astrology. Now that I know the astrology, I feel like that's common knowledge, but it's most likely not, because it took me a long time to get there to know what those fucking things mean and how they impact. And I still don't know everything. I still get lost sometimes. I still check on it because I find that I'm always talking about shit, feeling a certain way, and then I find out, oh yeah, so this asshole planet's doing this right now, and you might feel this way. And it's exactly what I just went through or I'm going through. So just know that it's it's like that for all of us. Like, I'm not an expert in a lot of stuff that other people might be like, what, you don't know that, what the hell, I figured that you would know that, blah, 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 blah. And it's not to be a judger. The people who don't take any initiative or like just fucking Google it, what the hell's wrong with you, like those ones, or the ones that just can't take the answer at all, like, or they just come with another question, another question, another question, another question, like, dude, just fucking, I don't know, I don't have any more answers, I'm done with the answers. You either trust or you don't, because that's part of the spiritual stuff, is like sometimes there's really no answer for some of the stuff people want to have an answer for, or there's not a one size fits all answer for some of that. Just depends. If you do add a lesson on how to get someone to do him while high, he'll pay extra. What? My ex would definitely buy it. Okay. I'm like, what? If you can add a lesson on how to get someone off do him while high, he'll pay extra. Most likely he'll borrow from someone for that. Get someone to do. Okay. All right. I was like, what? I'm like, what? All right. So you wanted to know about Starseed. I've been incorporating metalworking into my bag of tricks now. I see. And that's good. That's probably part of that stuff. That's that electric L, the Elohim, the L is electric. It's electric, boogie, woogie, woogie. And I found a whole bunch of shit to connect it with that stuff when I was like, oh my god, the L, it's the L, Mike L, Elon. There's a whole bunch of that. Like, it's an actual, like, there's a lot of information tied to it. I'm so fucking tired. I fell asleep earlier. All right, so Monica, you're asking for Starseed stuff. So we have Divine Healing is available for you. Walk-in experiences with walk-in souls. So I feel like and you have had this thing going on for a while. Like, we're just gonna like, I know you've wanted someone to show up or just something better to happen, and we did talk about why that may not be happening, right? Like, if I'm destroying it in my mind before it, of course nobody's ever gonna ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, I'm never gonna ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, and I can't be on here, and it can't be there, and it can't be anywhere. You are making the fucking Dr. Seuss book of why I will never have anybody in my life that I like, which I get. I do the same thing sometimes when I'm in my fucking, I hate everybody sucks, and I never want to talk to anybody ever again. But it's an enslavement of something that you don't even really want to be in. I'm okay with being over here by myself. Fuck everybody. But you would like to have somebody, so you can't do both of those at the same time and get the outcome that you're looking for, right? We don't want an obsessive lover. We don't want a possessive lover. We don't want a jealous lover. We don't want an asshole lover. We don't want a dickhead. We don't want a murderer. We don't want the disaster that comes from that. But I think you've been imprisoned in dealing with, the resident, because that's what happens, and it's unfortunate. So, like, communicator, I was going to say, like, a lot of times when we go through narcissistic abuse, whether it's a friend, family, fucking whatever, it wounds us to the point where it's like we've been so fucking what the fuck by it that we want to talk about it, like, and you should be able to. And that's the problem, is that people, sometimes people get like sick of it because they've already heard it, but it's like it's so detrimental to ourselves. That's like we keep, because we got to keep reminding ourselves, because it is such a mind fuck a lot of times with what these people do to us, is that we feel like we're the bad guy, or like we messed up along the way, and that's how they get their fucking foothold back in, or that's how they, trick you into fucking spending time doing stuff that you shouldn't be like doing, or hiding yourself, or not speaking your truth, or just not feeling so strong as you should feel, or not trusting, new people, that not everybody's going to be a piece of fucking shit just because that one was, right? So there are support systems out there, and your life purpose is going to totally support you in doing what you need to do. I just saw the fucking card and it got like stuck back in there, but it was there. I see victim over here, so it's like you were a victim. Okay, strength. So your divine healing is available. The walk-in soul energy is coming in. Strength is coming and you are protected as long as you own that. Like every day. We like hygiene, right? We want to brush our teeth. When you're fucking brushing your teeth and doing whatever else, call on protection to keep you in alignment so that you don't let yourself bring anybody else in that's going to be a piece of motherfucking shit, okay? And then you got writing and writing. And I thought I saw writing somewhere, and author. I just opened that and got author. You always get the writing, okay? It doesn't have to be on a professional level, but you can use the writing to your advantage. Like community was the other one. I feel like if you could write you could write poems. You could write like a blog about like your experience, and I guarantee you, there's going to be other people out there that resonate with it, that like benefit from hearing whatever you have to say, because you got to regain your self-worth after being a victim of fucking shit show. And when that completes, it may die. That experience dies, but being the victim doesn't instantly die. The impasse isn't completely healed instantaneously. The grief doesn't just disappear because you were tricked, you were lied to, you were manipulated, your perception was all ba-doop-ba-dooped, and it fucks with us for a while. And then, it can make us susceptible to thinking, oh, wow, I'm so joyful for this new person that's in my life. And then, find out that that's the same motherfucker, another person, a different body, but it's the same fucking MO inside of that body. It could be a different sex, it could be a different age, whatever. It's like we graduate up the ladder. But you want to be in service to yourself so you can forgive what has been done, so that you can tap into the abundance, the healing, and the miracles that want to come in for you, so you can persevere, so that you can move forward and you can balance out all that has been, it's been bittersweet, right? And so that you don't have to have a bittersweet thing again in the future, that you can actually have passion and excitement and love and support and health and wealth, and your prayers can come true and good things can manifest, and you don't have to be fucking alone, or susceptible to badness again. So you have the starseed energy, and they're wanting you to remember that you have that ability to create, and that you are dreaming into being the things that you are talking about, thinking about, connecting with the Akashic records, removing the obstacles. Gam Gane Pate E Namaha. Gam Gane Pate E Namaha. The things that I think, the things that I speak, the things that I do, it's coming to you. You've got to do it in your dreams. You've got to think about it every day. What are you thinking and what are you speaking? Are you united or are you leaving? So you are the high priestess, and you got to trust your inner knowing and share your sacred feminine essence with the world. And a wisdom writer, share your fucking words. They have light codes in them, okay? And you could do it fucking anonymous. Like, you could just make a fucking douchebag anonymous, narcissistic, nasty asshole fucking 101. Come learn what I'm gonna write today about the fucking misery that be these fucking evil demon beings that, ba-ba-da-boo-ba-da-ba-ba. And your unique experience is unique and meaningful. Share your stories with others. Again, doesn't have to say your name on it. It can just say, survivor, and there's a lot of people out there that do those, and I find that they get a lot of followers. It depends on the way that you present it. If you don't have any support for them, if it's just you constantly being like they did this, they did that, they did that, like you can share what they did, but then talk about how we overcome that. Share what they did and how to like recognize. Share what the signs are so that people that are in it right now stop gaslighting themselves and stop fucking continuing on a cycle of this never-ending fucking shit show, that continues on in people's lives until they recognize it. As a healer and as a starseed and someone that has a way with words, which you do even if you want it, because again, that's a fucking outcome of dealing with a fucking cunt bag that you've dealt with. I don't really know if my word, your fucking words are good. You wouldn't get 5-star reviews if they weren't good. Okay? People wouldn't buy it, pay for it, and give you a 5-fucking-star review if it sucked. Not everybody's nice like you. People who do something for their business, they pay for something, they're not going to be like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to be nice to you. They're going to be like, what the fuck, this sucked, blah, 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 blah. They're going to tell the fucking truth. Who isn't going to tell the truth? The piece of shit that was using you and lying to you and manipulating you and still coming up in your mind all the time, right? And is right there on the surface because the wound is still sitting there. So we could call in the soul family, the people who are aware and also on that vibration that can heal with you. Like when I started doing the twin flame readings, it did well. It was great, right? Because I was fucking crazy then too. We were all crazy together, and we were all, enjoying that time of what's he thinking, what's he feeling, because I was fucking too. But thank God I also was a star seed and liked this shit over here too, and had another path opened up for when that stopped being fucking right. So new beginning. It make sure you have your pathway open. Make sure you don't just like keep yourself don't imprison yourself in one way. It doesn't have to become an obsession. It doesn't have to be the end all be all, but it could just be like a little stop off. It could be a little thing that like once you've made, right? Like if you do like the fucking affiliate marketing, find something that you actually believe in, that is good, or even your own thing. You could come up with a course, or you could come up with like a boot camp, or come up with a support group, or something for people who are dealing with the shit show and don't want to be doing it no more, okay? You can be the feminine, the highest quotient of light, the wisdom of the situation, enlightened, wise person, well informed, the wounded healer. The people who do the best healing are the ones who have lived it. And that's why when I go through another thing and another thing and another thing, and I get someone who burned me or broke me or hurt me or lied to me, it's like I don't look at me as like I'm like, you know what? You're helping me to help more people. And nobody's gonna like look over here and be like, wow, Bridget's such a fucking they're gonna know. They're gonna know that it was you. Like they're gonna I don't go out there trying to fucking hurt people. People that do that shit are fucking weird. But we all find each other after the fact, right? The wounded people find each other because we share the same wounds, we share the same essence, and we heal ourselves. But when you go to a counselor, or you go to, like, say you get a doctor that's just like learned something in a book, he doesn't know, he doesn't feel, he's not a lady, right? That's why ladies have so much fucking hard time with the doctors, because they literally barely test anything. They only do men. All of the blood tests, all of the numbers, all of the shit is based off of men. So yeah, when they give medicine to women, sometimes it's fucked up because they're basing it off of the shit they did for men. And they're barely ever doing tests for women because it's complicated with the hormones. Even more of a reason to test it, you fucking asshole, but you're cheap and you're weird and you're nasty and you just want to kill us all off. That's fine, whatever. We don't need you. But some people think they do. But even that thing that fires me up and makes me mad, okay? I'm a wounded healer in this situation because I've been, dismissed and told I'm fucking just whatever. And then, oh, maybe I wasn't just a silly person. It wasn't just a baby tick. Now I've got it for the rest of my fucking life because you're a piece of fucking shit, right? And all these other things that they constantly do that I keep telling people and warning them, hey, they don't know, usually fine. Hey, we got this new thing. It's great for this, this, and this. But it could cause 1,000 other things that you don't want and maybe death. And then, oh, wait, a couple of years. And then they're going to say, oh, no, we're going to hold this back. And was anybody in your family hurt or died by the hands of this horrible fucking thing that we created that we probably knew we shouldn't have done? But we did anyways. Yeah. And then, oh, you get a fucking little bit of money to make up for the fucking bullshit, right? But, and like, I saw my mom go through that. So again, personal to me, I could make a whole thing where I do affiliate marketing for it, or I make a course about it, or support system, or whatever. But I'm the wounded healer. I'm the one that lived it directly. I'm going to have more empathy and more understanding and more of a, like, I get it, man. I fucking get it. Fuck them. Than the doctor who fucking prescribed it to you. So we heal ourselves so we can heal others. And every time we go through a down and up and a down and a up, it just elevates us into be able to heal more people. So divine healing is always available to you. And, you know, you just got to ask for it, allow yourself to do it, and then invite in the people that are meant to be connecting with you at this time to receive. Because you're healing the soul patterns, you're healing the contracts, you are constantly shedding and releasing and cutting cords and saying no and becoming a better version of yourself. And like I said to Chris, you don't have to be 1,000 steps ahead. You just have to be one step ahead of the people that are there, that are, you know, and you don't even have to be any steps ahead. You could be right together with them, but offering something that they don't find anywhere else. A soul family, people that get it, people that care, people that aren't going to do what those ones did, people that are genuine, people that, you know, feel it, understand it, know it. And a lot of people out there, like you say all the time, I wish I had people, other people I know right now that are like, I wish I had more people, and you guys are all fucking near each other, but you, like, you talk to me. I wouldn't have, you all tell me the same fucking thing, and I'm like, if you all would just talk to each other, you would have all what you want. But nobody does, because it's just not. But I think this is the year that we're going to be seeing more of that. We're going to be seeing more of the people realizing that they're not alone, and that it's not a weirdo thing to want a friend. It's, I'm the weirdo that doesn't really, like, I'm happy, you know, because I get drained, because I'm the one that's the weird middleman. Like, it's always been weird like that, even in my fucking family. You know, I'm the daughter here from my dad, and I'm the daughter here from my mom, and I don't know you people, but I'm coming to your house for Christmas, and I don't know you people, and I'm coming to your house for Christmas. And then in my work, it's same thing. It's always the weirdo in the middle. Like, it's just, it's, even when I was a manager of a whole fucking restaurant, but I was still a waitress at the restaurant. So I was doing the management, getting paid salary, but also serving tables and doing all the inventory and, like, never leaving. You know, I was doing it all, and I was all, but I was, like, in between, you know, weird place to be. Usually there's one of these and one of those. And then, like, right now, like, I got this person that you know her and she knows you, but you don't know each other. But you both tell me the same things, you both want the same things, you're both suffering with the same things at the same fucking time. But nobody, it's just a weird place to be. So sometimes I'm like, I'm fine by myself, but this is the, I feel like I've tried to create it for people, but they still get weird. For some reason, I think I'm not as reserved or something. I don't know. I have an ability to just fucking blah, 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 and talk to everybody, but you can be that person. I'm not special. I just have the channel. I have the place that I built. I communicate about certain topics. You can communicate about whatever fucking topic you want. Every purpose, every moment serves, you know, it has a beauty of its own, and you're about to see the light shine in the places that you've outgrown. So it's time to let go of the things that don't serve. It's time for new partnerships and new commitments and new connections. And you're going to find new people that you bring in are worth having, and they're going to resonate with you because they've got, you know, we bring these people in regardless. Like, all of you people are always dealing with similar shit. You just don't fucking know it. But we're all together. And I see it, and I know it, and I read it. I'm like, wow, everybody's got the same fucking thing going on. They may not say it the exact same way. A lot of times people limit themselves because they don't hear the nuance of, like, yeah, that's the exact same thing you're dealing with. It just may be not exactly the same. I don't know, maybe it's boy and girl difference or age difference or the fucking place that it's happening. But at the core of it, it's the same contract. It's the same energy. It's the same desires and wants and needs and fears and pain. But you can be this one that's vibing at the highest quotient of light and helping the people that have been in torture or feeling oppressed to come out of that, and also helping yourself to come out of that by finding support through sharing your vulnerable truth. And that's going to be powerful this year, is to speak up your authentic version of yourself. People don't want fake. People don't want phony. Guarantee you there's other people that live exactly the way that we do. They feel enslaved. They feel stuck. They feel sad. They've been wounded. They've been hurt. They feel stupid. They had an obsessive love thingy. They did some dumb shit. They, you know, made mistakes and they got hurt and they, whatever. And there's always different things that are going on, but we don't have to put on a performance and pretend that we were abused, or put on a performance and try to be something that we don't want to be, or put on a performance and try to be what we think others want us to be. What we need to be is the full honesty of who we are. That way, those that are on that same energy, that went through that same injustice, that have that same fucking experience, can show up. They had that same trauma. They carry that same wound. They've been that same servant. They felt that same insanity. They've been that same ritual sacrifice. They lost their fucking power. And they need a little bit of charity from somebody that fucking understands them. And we can all grow together and elevate out of it. We can get the justice, take back our control, and accomplish something that helps us to feel whole. But yeah, you have everything you need to perform and be the rebel, and make peace in this world rather than more bullshit. But hopefully that makes some sense. I found out a lot of stuff about him recently that made me wonder why I was with him in the first place, and he still acts like he's a saint. I don't know why he keeps trying to come back in my, because he's a fucking piece of shit, and that's what they fucking do when they think that they own you. He's only gonna want to come back into your life because you don't want him to. And if you are like, okay, come on back, I love you so much, he's gonna play the same fucking games again. And yeah, it's just a fucking piece of fucking cunt bag issue. I don't like him. He needs to go away forever. He needs to. He really needs to. And eventually you're gonna get there. Eventually you're gonna get there. I mean, when Jamie went to jail or prison, Jamie went to prison. Okay, he went to prison. There's jail and prison. Prison is for the real bad assholes that are really fucking horrible. And when they came to take him, I was like, what did he do? I was like, are there drugs in the house? Like, I didn't know what was going on. And I really did not know what he had been doing because that's how much of a piece of fucking shit he was. But, you know, I stayed for longer and longer and longer. But those last fucking years in the basement, I was already mentally checked out, emotionally checked out. I could not, I knew he was going to go. I knew he was going to go to jail. It was just a matter of time because he was really dumb too. He's like, he fired fucking like 12 lawyers and was going to, now he's going to defend himself. I'm like, oh, good luck, man. Good luck. Didn't win. And then did his whole fucking bad thing there, right? Last day of court, because he knows he's fucked. They went home for break. He fell down in the fucking garage and cut his eye. And like I have the medical thing. I have the medical thing from the hospital that it doesn't really appear consistent when someone falls and cuts themselves. No, it looks like a razor blade cut because he cut himself on purpose. And he had a tooth that was fake that would come out sometimes and he would super glue back in. He pulled it out. I know he didn't tell me this, but I know he did. He pulled that out, he cut his eye, and he went back all bleeding and weird. So they, oh no, we're going to send him to the hospital. So he would have a couple extra days because he knew he was fucked and he's gone to jail or prison. And even the hospital knew it. The hospital's like, he has nothing, no fucking signs of this, no signs of that. It looks like a fucking razor blade cut his eyebrow. Like there's no like consistent wound with having a tooth knockout. Like I remember the first time is because he had like somebody punched him and knocked his front teeth out. So he had fake teeth. But at one point, one of them like chipped off, like with him just sitting there, chipped off. So he would always have to super glue it back on. He was wicked self-conscious about it, but that time came in handy for him because he was such a fucking piece of shit liar, manipulator, scandal. And it was like, but once he was gone, I still had to pretend like everything was great because his parents were just as fucked as him. And I was like, I didn't want to have a problem trying to leave. I didn't want them to try to like, be a problem in my way. So I was like, everything's fine. Everything's great. Talk to you every single day. Do. And as soon as I moved, I was like, bye. And I never talked to him again. I just blocked him and disappeared. He sent me one letter. We lived together for like 10 years. He sent me one letter, and the letter was full of fucking lies. And I just didn't answer him. Never talked to him again. But I was so done at that point. You will get there at some point where you won't care, where it's going to be blatantly obvious that everything about this person is such a fucking piece of shit that is like, ugh, like you won't even wonder about it. You won't even think about it. You won't even like, why does he do this? Why? There is no reason that makes sense. There is no rational explanation for these people. You can't fix them. They don't want to be fixed. They're just fucked. They are fucked up, weird little fucking individuals. And your best bet is to just accept that exists in this world, and they're fucked up and they're crazy, and they will try to brainwash you, and they want power, they want to feed, they want you to give in to them, they want to be like, oh, you bend to my will. Like the fucking ex that I had that came back after fucking 17 fucking years because he saw my sister and was like, oh, I remember Bridget, and went and saw that I was doing good and I had things that were happening that were great, and he just was insanely psychotic and would not stop and would even just be like openly admitting it. Like there was no fucking investigation going on because the cops would be like, did you call her again? Yes. Did you comment on her thing? Yes. They were like, you can't do that, you gotta stop doing that. He'd do it again, and 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 he'd do it again. And because of fucking COVID crap, it took them longer to finally be like, okay, we're gonna put you in jail because they didn't want to keep putting people in the jail where they could be sick. But then he went to jail for 3 fucking months. And then he tried to contact me again when he got out of jail because he's so fucked in the head and he thinks that you're his property and he wants you to Like, listen, he wants what he wants. I want to see you eye to eye, face to face, blah, blah, blah. Go fuck yourself. I am never coming near. The last time I was eye to eye, face to face, you tried to kill me. No, that was that one. That one tried to kill me. Like, when that happened, I left. Never went back. Never thought about him again. We never spoke. It was fine. It was fucking whatever. But then all of a sudden, he came back like a psychopath. We never know what they're going to do or why. They're the type of people that will kill you. I tell my sister this too. I'm like, you need to be mindful because people die because of these types of people. Like, there are people who commit that type of shit, right? They cause murder. They, kill someone for an inheritance, or they fucking, poison somebody, or they're just so fucking obsessive and weird and nasty and jealous and fucked in the head because mommy and daddy didn't love them enough, or because they're a swindler, or because they don't have what they perceive you to have. And it doesn't matter what it is. Okay, it could be your creativity, it could be your empathy, right? They don't have that shit. So the fact that you have it, it triggers them. And they just want to own you. They don't want really much but to fucking control and take advantage and hurt and harm. And the better you will be, the easier your life will get, the quicker we can come to that understanding of there is no real true explanation for why he's going to be doing what he does for the rest of his it doesn't make sense. It's fucking dumb. It's stupid. It's sick. And your best bet is to just be done with it, to banish it, and to never, ever even entertain it. You might think about it. That's totally fine. And I get it. Like, you want to rehash it. You want to let it out. You want to talk about it. But it's going to continue that way the more that he keeps coming back into your sphere. If he has access to your sphere, if you talk to people that talk, like I have a person that wants to tell me about dipshit all the time, and I don't care. I really don't care. I tell that person because they always, oh my god, it's the same fucking thing. He gets tricked, listens to the bullshit, and then, oh my god, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I've already warned you about this so many times. I'm fucking done. I don't care. Next time, this dude just lost millions of dollars because of the situation that I fucking warned him, and I warned him, and I warned him, and I warned him, and now, oh no, what happened? Exactly what I fucking said it would, because you're fucking dumb. But sometimes we need to lose those millions of dollars, or we need to have bad, or we need to be murdered, or we need to fucking, I don't know, keep testing the waters until we get it. My sister is doing the same fucking thing. He left a town with a ton of debt, and now left the town he went to probably because of debt. He flirts with women 10 years younger. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. They look for younger because they're dumber, right? That's what I said earlier today in my fucking flip out. I was like, I was once dumb because, like, the Erica Kirk thing, they're targeting young adults. They're targeting women and children, like people that are in, their 20s, their early 20s. I remember that was 20 fucking years ago for me. I remember being dumb and not thinking that I was. I was no longer dumb. I was not a child. I am so smart and do but hey, I had just left a physically abusive piece of shit, and now I'm gonna go with this mentally abusive, psychologically abusive, monetarily abusive, abusive person. And it's because I didn't know any better, right? And then, oh, wait a minute. This person and this person and all these other people were fucking very much the same. Covert narcissistic was like because I had like the very blatantly obvious ones, they're not so obvious ones, and then it got like more, whatever, it got deeper into the layers of, your friend shouldn't make you wonder when you leave the conversation, does that person like me or do they hate me? Like when I talk to people and I say stuff to them, I call them out on their shit. It's different than like me being like trying to like make you feel bad about yourself. Like you're just saying that nasty stupid. Like if I'm excited about something, I'm, oh my god, did you like just something like to use any little thing they have to boop boop or just something that they know about. Like if there was a time a person knew something about me, and I was just warning them not to be stupid because they were being fucking stupid. Because they were in a transit, which a transit could be like a couple of days to a couple of weeks, okay? The certain transit that was coming up was a good time for them to get pregnant. They didn't have a boyfriend. They didn't have anybody as a prospect, but they wanted to meet someone and get pregnant in that transit. What the fuck? I was like, you might want to be careful with that because that's how we get with narcissists. I'm not dumb enough to have that happen. I have enough self-esteem. I know better. I have no mental health problems. Knowing that I had been in narcissism. Okay, so you're telling me basically that I have mental health problems and I don't have enough self-esteem and I'm stupid, right? But it's very subtly done, and it's the way that it's said, and it's they would have to know, and they did have a lot of fucking weird problems, but they would never admit it. But trying to help them, just to be nice, like you know, just be careful, because that's how we get with people that are not the best people, is when we don't want to rush into having a fucking child with someone, you dip fucking shit. What is wrong with you? That's just common sense. But oh, I'm the asshole, I'm the idiot, because I thought maybe you don't want to do that this week. Like, and you're single at this moment, you don't know anybody to have a child with, but you're gonna find it by the end of this fucking transit, sure. um Okay, but it's that thing. It's that subtle thing that it's a dig and it's nasty, and it gets, you know, it gets in, and not everybody else sees it, because like on the outside they act like they love you so much and they're their biggest fan and whatever. And that's even more fucking mentally fucked up here than the ones that are just like blatantly fucking cheating on you, talking to other people behind your back, you know, doing fucked up. Like my sister's, people tell her all the time, you deserve so much better than him, because everybody knows he's a piece of shit. So it's like, it's not a secret, right? Everybody knows that that guy's a piece of shit. But then there's other people in the world that put on a good front. They put, and they like prime people. They make it seem, they drop stuff along the way so that they can smear you at some point, so that like it doesn't, oh yeah, oh yeah, and they come up, and you don't know what they come up with or say, but it's very clearly obvious when these people are doing this shit, like when in the hindsight, when you look back and you think about it. But there's a lot of manipulation and a lot of tactics that assholes fucking use, and it's because they have nothing going on for themselves that gives them all the free time in the world, I guess, to go fucking target other people that they want to hurt and take, like, you know, fuck with. Three of swords. Tears, disillusion, sorrow, betrayal, upheaval, depression, heartbreak, grief, loss, misunderstanding, wearing a false mask, false pretenses, strategic planning, getting away with it, a liar, betrayal, cheating, sneaky, right? Erica Kirk is like that. She's bringing in Nicki Minaj. Oh, Nicki Minaj, come on in. I see a video of Charlie Kirk being like, oh, I don't think Nicki Minaj is a good fucking role model for the women. And like, what? I didn't think he would think that either. Just by the fucking, I don't know. Didn't know him till he was dead. But based off of the fucking couple of things that I saw of him, didn't think he was gonna be like, wow, yeah, let's bring in Nicki Minaj. Let me put on my leather fucking pants. Let me just pretend to cry all the time and never fucking have real tears. But they're targeting the young adults that don't know any better, that are, oh my god, like they're offended for Erica. They think that, like, oh my, but she just wants your no, she didn't. She just hired someone to kill her husband, or she was in on it from the beginning, because I think she was under, she's not even a real person. He wasn't even a real person, actually. Neither one of them are. Neither are their kids. But whatever. It's a part of the psyop. It's a part of the fucking show. It's been planned. It's been orchestrated. But to get them there, gonna take a lot more than whatever, because they're still like, but we're protecting Erica. Erica's a nice lady because she believes in God and she says the right words. And no, it's fucked up. But they don't know any better. They're still young. And the only way they're going to know is by, wow, I was wrong about Erica. Oh, wow, I was wrong about that guy. Oh, wow, that person that made me feel uncomfortable all those times was really fucking weird from the get-go. Yeah, they ended up being a fucking piece of shit. Well, yeah, that's how we learn. By figure it out, and then we walk away and we go, I'm not going to do that again, but we might, because sometimes people are sneaky on how they come in, or they, like, you know, you go from one extremely bad thing to not so bad, but then it ends up being exactly the same. You'll learn as you heal. Just remember the stuff that happens. If they can't have you, nobody can. Exactly. Those are the types of psychos. Those are the ones that will fucking murder you. They're weird. I'm telling you. Like, that's why I was so concerned, because he had tried to kill me. Literally. Like, cops came to the house because my mom could hear him trying to kill me, choking me. And they took him away that night. And I left with everything in my car, my bird and everything. And I never went back, because he was literally, and he had tried to hurt me many times. He punched me, he beat me, he did this, all that. And then I fought back one time, when I had, like, gained, like, because we were together when I was young, like 15 years old, he's 19 years old, okay? He's that type of person anyways. He was older. He had the upper hand in the fucking experience, and he was a very controlling fucking psychopath. But hey, guess what? I had a lot of that already, so I was used to it. Whatever. We go to what we know instead of what is going to help us grow. But he would beat me up, okay? Once I moved in with his mom and his brother, he would beat on me. Mom would hear me crying and screaming for help. Nobody would come. His friend, who was older, moved in with it. Nobody came to help. Nobody cared. Nobody listened. Nobody helped. But I didn't leave either. But I didn't really. My mom was in the hospital dying with a 99% chance she was going to die. And my dad was in jail. So I stayed there. And then I gained weight. I started kickboxing with the lady from I worked at Petco at the time. And I gained weight and gained weight. I was going to the kickboxing like twice a week to a guy that was like an actual trainer guy. And then I would also go to the gym classes. And then one day I beat the fucking shit out of him because I was like 165 and kicked the shit out of him. And he never hit me again until years later. And it was like we had been together. I went back home. We had separated. And then like my mom and I got into drugs. And it was weird because he got into drugs, like the same type of drugs at the same time. It was fucking weird. Like, it was weird how that worked because my mom was prescribed to Oxycontin and oxycodone when she got sick, but then she went out smoking crack. And when my stepdad found out she was smoking crack, he'd go, "Oh, you can't go out smoking crack anymore." So she was like, "I'm going out with Bridget," because he didn't expect her to go out and smoke crack with her daughter, but she did. So on the way home from smoking crack, she'd be like, "Here, take this. Here, take this," because it helps you to like no longer be on crack. And I didn't like crack. I hated feeling like I was gonna throw up, but I would take those. By the end of that time, because I pulled into the McDonald's after like a month of this shit because I couldn't fucking stand it, threw everything out in the trash, and I was like, I'm fucking done. I'm never doing this again. However, what I didn't know is at this point, I'm now addicted to the oxycodone and the Oxycontin and all of that. And at one time, she was out of hers. We couldn't get from anywhere. So I asked him if he knew anybody, and he was also taking them at that time. So then we started talking again. And then his mother liked me more than him. So she was like, she agreed to put him in an apartment and agreed to buy all the furniture and agreed because I was there, because I was present, and she would give him money all the time. So he was basically like, we weren't sleeping together. We weren't like romantic in any way. He was basically just, my presence was there so we could have money for drugs. And then one night I called my mom in the bathroom and I was like, "Mom, can I come home?" And he heard me. And there was 2 bathrooms in that fucking place. But he heard me. He came in, and he was trying to kill me. They came, they took him, and I left, and I never went back. Never saw him again for 17 years until all of a sudden he's like, "I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. And he's got 2 kids and a girlfriend that he's living with. But that's weird. Those are the types of people that will kill you just because they're fucking psycho. He went to meet himself at the, well, he thought, I don't know what he thought. Because, like, you get the other messages in your fucking Facebook thing. I never saw any of the messages in there, but he was like having full-on conversations to me by himself. And like driving, I drove by your house today, my old house. I drove by, I went down to the, like he went to the waterfront, the place that we used to hang out when we were kids, and I'm like, he was going places to meet me like I was going to be there. He was going past my house acting like I'm chit-chatting. That's why I was concerned about maybe this person might try to kill me because he's fucking not right in the head right now. And his dad, when I knew him, when we first got like connected, which I didn't know at the very beginning, I only knew once I moved in, that his dad used to beat the shit out of his mom in front of him all the time. And now his dad was locked up in a psych ward because his dad was fucking psycho. So yeah, he was a little concerning to me that he might go psycho and try to kill me because he was definitely leaning in that direction. But, you know, over time we got rid of that shit and just took him having to go to jail, you know, just had to go to jail for a little while for them to fucking finally stop. And his girlfriend had even messaged me on Facebook. "Do you know where Pat is?" What? I don't know what your boyfriend is. No, I don't. Like, and why do you even know that like, what the fuck? Like, why are you okay with this? People are weird, but that, like, her, she's a prime example of the types of people that get stuck in those situations, right? She's with him and she loves him. She doesn't want him to leave because she's like weird and codependent on some fucking horrible piece of shit person. So much to the point that she knows about me and understand and is asking me if I know where he is because he's so fucked up in the head. He has like no problem. Like, that's the way he was. He was so toxic and mean. He would not care to tell you that, oh yeah, like, so, like, he's just gross and mean and horrible person. But that's what they do. They get off on that. They like to hurt other people. They want to tear others down. They're sick in the head. There's something fucking seriously wrong with people. And yeah, those are the ones that will hurt people very seriously badly and sometimes get away with shit because they're fucking manipulative and crazy. I should have let him fucking die the night he was dying. I fucking dragged him and threw him in the tub because he was overdosing. And I should have just let him die. But I didn't, because I'm not a bad person. I didn't even like him at all, but I let him fucking live, because God fucking, you know, I could have just left. Nobody would have known. He did it to himself. Wasn't my fault. But I'm not an evil bitch. But, you know, the whole time that he was coming around doing that, I kind of wish that I did. Especially that night that he was killing me. Target the influential minds while still... Exactly, that's what they're doing. Look for the pattern. I can see it. Like, she's evil. Oh, and I found out today, I saw a video, it was Bill Clinton. It was like an old video where he was like just sitting there. He looked like a fucking robot, like he was not moving or whatever, but it's the MK Ultra stuff, right? When like, I've seen videos of Hillary Clinton where she doesn't blink at all. She's just like, and I've seen it, and I've remembered thinking it and going into the comments, is anybody else going to notice that this bitch didn't blink at all? Nobody says anything. Erica does the same fucking thing. She sits there and does the, like, she does the weird fucking eye. It's a weird fucking mind control thing. It's the MK Ultra shit. It's fucking creepy. But I saw it today on an old ass video from like a while ago. And I was like, oh my god, that's exactly what that is. Because he did it. And I've seen basketball players or something. They freeze. They're just like added into, and they don't move at all. That's a mind control. Somebody fucking triggered them by accident and they don't move. Yeah, Bill and Hillary Clinton, Erica Kirk, and I saw this the other day, right? When you write out Erica Kirk's name, KKK is there. Okay, right? I just noticed that, thought it was weird, okay? Then today, same motherfucking person that was like talking about and then when I wrote down Don't Blink, isn't that a movie? Isn't that a movie called Don't Blink? But when I saw the thing, I was like, oh my god, the not blinking thing, it's mind control. It's, they have like a mild electric current thing that they did with, like your fucking, my dad had electric shock therapy at one point. I keep trying to tell him, like, we've both been fucked with, Dad. Like, he's definitely been fucked with. He just forgets, because we all do. But the memory from your past can get triggered with the mild electric currents. But they brainwash and coerce people. And like the famous people freeze and stuff. But the same person that shared this had a post about Erica. And that person was like, Erica Kirk, KKK, MAGA. Okay, I was like, oh yeah, somebody else noticed that. Thank you. And because I wasn't gonna say anything about it, I just noticed it. Just type and noticed it. That's kind of weird. I don't know. And then there's so many things. I have so much stuff written about that stuff, but I just thought that was crazy because I've seen those people that freeze, that don't move. Like what's his name, Magic Johnson or something. I've seen him do. I've seen a lot of those people just, they don't move at all. And the video I recorded the one with the fucking Bill Clinton, because you could see him, like he was trying to talk and he was completely lost. He had no idea where he was or what he was doing. He was a puppet, and it's exactly what I fucking said. They're puppets. And then like Nicki Minaj, right? She's like over there talking about God, and she was on a thing with, what's his name? The guy who does like the spiritual talks. The guy who's like, oh, let's talk to people and be nice. And he does like a pod. I never had a problem with the guy. You know, I think he did, what's his name? He did, Selena and fucking Benny recently, okay? They went on there and had a chit chat with him. He did a chat with fucking her, and she's talking about like and with Erica, the satanic stuff and all of her shit, all of her, like she does like rituals in the middle of her concerts where she's like a puppet in the like being puppeteered, and they're summoning something to take away something. They're fucking doing a lot of weird shit, but like, what the fuck? Are people dumb? Like, I don't watch that. I don't pay attention to that, but I'm assuming the kids that are excited to see her do. So isn't that a contradiction to you when some bitch is up there talking about God and how demonic the fucking Hollywood has become, and meanwhile her shows look like that? Like, come on. What the fuck? That's why I get so mad sometimes, because I'm like, people are just fucking dumb. Like, this is crazy. Like, I mean, I got tricked into hanging out with some people, but like, you don't need to live with her. You don't need to keep hanging out with her. You don't need to keep seeing the bullshit. And it is pretty blatantly obvious, like, she's doing some satanic weird ass shit, man. Like, that's not even, it's not even a question. What the fuck? And she's talking badly about it. So she knows it's not good. My glasses fell. They're not even, my dad got them. He got them, but he didn't, he thought that they had, I don't know, like a prescription in them, but they don't. They're actually like the blue blockers. They're the blue blockers! And he can't use them. So he's like, I thought you might want to use them. I have not done it yet. But yeah, there's a lot of weird shit going on in our world. Blatantly in our face. Yeah, I think she was like, her mom, her whole sister, I have a whole bunch of shit. I was gonna record that earlier. That's why I was so mad earlier too, because I was like, I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I have a reading for somebody else, and then I have somebody, and it's just like, one thing after another. It's like every time I try, like I'm going to sit down right now and do this thing, the dog will be like, can we go out and do this other thing right now? Or like someone messages me and it's like, can I ask one more 1,000th question about this other fucking thing? That like, and like, or you know how the world is. There's just so many fucking things. But time is flying faster, I've noticed. Like, it was like 11 o'clock. And I think I edited a video, like a short ass video, and it was like, oh fuck, it's 3 o'clock, I gotta leave. Like, what the hell? Like, what? And then when I'm trying to leave, I can't even leave because my nana and my dad are and my dad knows what time I leave. He knows I gotta go. He knows, like, this is exactly the time she leaves to go where she's going. So let me just park right here behind her and sit here and chitty chat. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's just one more thing that's like stress, taking longer. What the fuck? But yeah, I was mad earlier because I was like, maybe I'll talk about some of it on the ride home because like a lot of it's up here, but I couldn't because I only had fucking 20 minutes left that I could record on the phone. Maybe I'll just record it live because I can record the live unlisted and then publish it live. That way I don't have to save everything into my phone all the time. Like, if it's something I don't really need to edit a bunch of stuff on or whatever, and maybe it would keep me mindful too. I'll just keep pausing when I don't want to fucking, chit chat. Am I implying it? I'm implying that there's controllers behind the scenes that are doing some sort of mind control system, because they're not normal within, like, the ways that they're behaving, in the ways that they were acting. The thing that I saw with Hillary Clinton back, like, I saw Hillary Clinton back in the day when she was with him. Normal, like, blinks, has normal reaction, right? Then, fast forward, I saw a video of her one time. She's not doing that whatsoever. Like, she looks scary. And then I saw a video of himself, and he was just, like, vacant. He's fucking vacant. There's clearly something wrong with him. He's not normal in that moment. What the fuck is that? And Erica Kirk has not been consistently the same human, like, at all. She was this way, and now she's that way. And she's, like, blatantly being different, but I don't think she's even really in control of most of it. But I think that they're being used for a bigger purpose. I think anybody in the fucking shit up there is just, I don't care what side they're on, it does not fucking matter to me. They are being controlled for the ones that are behind the scenes, fucking doing the puppeteering. And it's all an agenda to divide and separate the whole fucking world. And it's not good, because I was talking about that. There's so many things about it that just are stupid. Oh, you have two choices. Here's your illusion of choice. You have two choices, but guess what? Your choice doesn't fucking matter, because your popular vote does nothing. So, and guess what? Beyond that, doesn't fucking matter even more, because they keep choosing the people that are fucking direct bloodline relatives of King John. 50 fucking people, man. Come on. We're just going to keep letting that happen and happen at 47 different fucking times? They just all happen to align with the same fucking family? That seems a little odd to me. I noticed where patterns are, and there's patterns within it all. And every time they say, I'm going to do this, and it doesn't matter what fucking side they're on, they don't do it. They don't. People think certain things, they get told certain stuff. There's frequencies that are played. There's a lie. There's an agenda on both sides, so that we, the people, hate each other, fight each other, divide each other. Because if we, the people, came together, we wouldn't have to do the stupid fucking broken system again and again and again, where everybody's dying and everybody's poor and things are getting worse, and they keep getting better and better and better and better and better. And it's not. The animals on the planet are dying. The humans on the planet are dying. Your medical system is a fucking system that's just destroying everybody. The healthcare system is death care system. The food is poisoned. The air is poisoned. The animals are dying. We are dying. Humanity is going to if we don't realize, like, hey, we got to put an end to this shit show system. Because guess what? Before then, before they did their declaration of blah, 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 and before they did the boop, 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 there was something else. And before that, there was something else. And before that, there was something else. But it takes us being like, hey, guess what? This isn't working for us anymore. Because every fucking thing that people are clinging to has already fucking been taken away. Their freedom of speech is being invoked on. Their freedom of this is being, they want to take that away. And everybody's clinging to shit that's already been fucking ripped out of their hands. And everybody's distracted with the fucking Epstein files. And it's like, and I called it. I knew it. People would not believe it. And all the comments on those stupid fucking pages. This looks like AI. This looks like AI. This doesn't mean this. This doesn't mean that. People are making excuses or they just flat out don't believe it. And I knew they were going to fucking do that because that's just how it is. That's why they do what they do the way that they fucking do it. They always have a way to have a little bit of a fucking... Oh, you leave a little bit of fucking... There's children being fucking taken advantage of, hurt, harmed. That should be all we need to really know. Why do you want to look at it? Why do you want pictures of it? You just should know that it happened. We don't need to fucking dive into it. Let's take the, let's just stop letting these people control shit. Let's stop being a fucking victim of the fucking dumb shit. But we're not gonna until everybody realizes that I'm not your enemy and you're not my enemy. If we're at the grocery store together, I don't fucking know who you voted for and you don't care who I voted for. We're not having big brawls out here. You know what we are having? A bunch of fucking bullshit targeted at us all the time to make us hate each other, and it's dumb, and I'm sick of it because it's dumb, and it's got multiple layers of dumb. Swift amnesia syndrome is a real thing too. It's all, well, yeah, sometimes they just like wipe people out. I'm just thrown off because Bill and Hillary are sketchy. Oh, yes, they're very sketchy. Anybody above the fucking, anybody up there is fucked up. There's something wrong with the whole situation. Like, you don't get mixed up in there because you're a great guy or a great girl. Like, it just doesn't happen. People are, it's at this point, everything is so fucking manipulated and messed with. It's like, we just got to start over from scratch because it's really, really, and a lot of stuff people don't know. They don't realize. They don't know. And some of it is hard to let people know because you're a bad person if you fucking let people... Like, dude, I'm just telling you the facts. It's the fucking facts. You can go look and find the facts. But because I bring the awareness to the facts, which is a weird fact... I'm not the asshole that, like, we should have diversity in our shit in the world of the fucking land and the free and all the people can come be here together, right? As long as you go through the right process of blah, 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 blah. But why is every single person that's in our fucking government all linking up to one fucking person? And why is every sitting person in this thing, like, they're, like, first of all, you let them be there for way too fucking long because that's when people start getting their pockets lined and things happen and they got ulterior motives and then they start, oh, let's boo boo boo, and they're working for each other. But they also all have a dual citizenship, which is just weird to me. Like, and it's only for one place. Like, I don't care if you want to have dual, like, why are we only doing it for one place? Why is it only one place? And why is this one place so fucking, like, you can't talk about that or you're gonna be murdered? Like, that's not normal. That's fucked up. That's an abusive, toxic relationship that people are making excuses for my lover that beats the fucking shit out of me. But he's not that bad. His dad used to hit his mom in front of him. So, you know, we gotta, like, look the other way. Or, like, the dude the other night who was, you know, okay with people just being murdered in the street because those people were one time, you know, they're not nice to gay because he was a gay guy. So he's okay with those people being brutally murdered because they don't like gay people or they don't believe in gay. Like, what the fuck, dude? Who cares if they believe in it or like they don't have to, you can believe in it and you can practice it and you can be it. But that doesn't mean that they should die and you look the other way because of that. Like, those types of things are really, like, just, what? Why? How? How are people, like, letting that, like, be the bigger person? Just be a person. Like, what happened to people? What happened to common decency or, I don't fucking know, anything that's not just, it's, people just, it's getting worse and worse. Like, people don't care. And I saw someone the other day that made a perfect point for me on like the whole predictive programming, right? This one person was like, oh, when I first saw that movie, it was about, I don't even know what movie, but it was a movie. When I first saw that movie, oh my God, it fucked me up. It was so bad to see. It was so, oh. But the second time, it didn't impact me at all. Yeah, that's why they keep showing you shit. That's why they keep putting that in your face. That's why you see people get stabbed on the bus. That's why you get in the neck. That's why, because the next time it's happening right down in the fucking street, you don't care. It doesn't impact you the same because you've seen it. You've been desensitized to the fuckery that's happening everywhere. And it's messed up because people are becoming desensitized. People are becoming fucking nasty, like cold-hearted. It was my way or the highway, MAGA this, that thing, other whatever. Like, I don't even, dude, I don't care. I don't care because it's dumb. It's stupid. Neither one. It wouldn't have mattered who won. We'd still be in the same outcome. They just want us to think that it's this one or that one or this one. It doesn't matter who's up there. It's always the same story. It's always the same story. It's just so frustrating because I don't understand how it can keep happening. Why do we keep doing it? But yeah, there's a lot of badness. Charlie disliked Nikki. Oh yeah, I saw the video after I saw I was like, she really put Nicki Minaj up there, huh? That's kind of weird. And I felt it. I was like, I bet you he didn't. I bet you because he's just you could tell. That was why everybody disliked him because he was very like old school and, he's not into whatever, dude. Does that really bother you? Is that impacting your fucking life that he's living his life in that way? Like, what the fuck does it matter that he doesn't want to be like, weird, openly, like, yeah, from the top, make it up, like, I'm not really into that either. It's kind of, not the best way to be if you would like to have, like, a healthy, nice, like, relationship. But whatever, doesn't mean I hate her or think she's gross or whatever. I just think that, yeah, it's probably not a good fucking role model for the humanity. Because obviously, yeah, but I'm not surprised that he didn't like her. But what I also am not surprised of is that she would put her up there because he was literally like questioning shit the week that he got murdered, and all the people that were being questioned have now paid her the $150 million they were offering him to stay on their side and to not, go to the other side and to, not do. It's fucking dumb. But even all of that is fabricated. It's all for the bigger agenda. At the end of the day, it's all to distract us, and it works because it's such a it's a thing that gets you fired up and it makes you upset and it's like confusing, right? Like the people that were there involved in it. Oh, I just so happened to be asking him about the fucking gun problems with transgender, and then just at that moment, the transgender with the gun boomed him. No, that was like, and it's so, what the fuck? Like that, no, I'm okay with synchronicity. That is not synchronicity. That is fucking somebody orchestrated that. That's not really even a good secret because it was dumb. It was fucking dumb. But people are like, wow, I'm not even gonna pay attention. I'm gonna go hang out with the person that helped to murder him because I've been brainwashed. And the thing when she's talking to the people is a fucking brainwashing thing. The stuff that slowly moves in the background of her, the fucking colors even. Ooh, they're brainwashing people and I heard the young kids have never had any type of experience anywhere. They go in there with the loud music and the words and the whoo and the wow. And they have such a, like, dude, I could give that to you. Just come over. All right. Just come over. We'll have a great old time. And it will actually be real. And it won't be fucking manipulative. And we won't have the fall of fucking civilization afterwards. You won't have to be mind controlled or fucking brainwashed to have the experience. Spirit will really come. We'll even get video of it. You can bring it home to your friends. Like, dude, these people are like doing ritual sacrifice. They're vampires sucking on everybody's energy and inability to see it. And it's crazy. And it's killing everybody. And it's just so mad. It's just so mad. I'm just so done with all. But yeah. Charlie disliked Nikki carried herself. Just stop being evil. Her dad is ex-Israel. Dude, there's so much weird shit with both of them. So the mother has like 27 names that she's used. 27 names. And all these companies that have been connected to her that have no product that seems to be sold, right? They don't have a product. What are you selling? I don't know. But they have people that bring in a big amount of money. And they're you know what? Her grandpa, her grandpa who was knighted by the king, he was one of the dudes who worked at the mint place where they print the money. Okay, he was like right there with the printing of the money, and I fucking knew it. I saw a picture of him and the money behind him, like framed, and I was like, dude, he worked with that shit. I bet you he has a bunch of that shit. And then I got it confirmed. He did work with that shit. Yeah, okay. So what they're doing is they have a shit ton of money because they're the literal ones that are printing it, and they're like they open up a fucking false bill, like a LLC this, LLC that, blah 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 blah, and they're just running their money through it so that they can have, like, they're laundering, their money, and they got a lot of shit going on. And then they have the private this and private that. That's her fucking nonprofit organization at 17 years old. She's a first time fucking tryer outer for Trump's fucking pageant wins. And then she goes over to there, and there is truly, she in her video says to a guy, thank you so much to Sergeant, whatever the fuck his weird name is. He's the one that was brought up in the fucking stuff for literally sex trafficking children from there. She was involved in it. She was there with it. She literally thanked the fucking main man who was doing it all. He was the one that would get the kids. He was the one that would make, okay, this is how much this kid's gonna be. He was, and the people can't stand them. And fucking the U.S., where they're not allowed to, like, if something happens, they're not allowed, the people of that country are not allowed to investigate it. The military can only investigate it if it's to do with something to do with them, because they're protecting themselves, because they're doing this, and they've been doing this. Go look at the video on here, YouTube. It's called the Roundhouse or something. It's another one of these places. It was a literally roundhouse in the middle of the woods where affluent men with money would come in on a train in the middle of the night. They'd get off the other side of the train so nobody saw them, and then they go get in a fucking carriage, and they go down the woods into the carriage, and then they get out, and oh, guess what? All the girls are right there for them, and they had bound feet. So they couldn't walk, they couldn't get away, and they were drugged to the point that they looked like fucking... They didn't walk, they didn't talk, they didn't do it, they just laid there. They were their sex dolls. And anybody that went there could sex with them. And, all the military guys that were around at the time, they could sex them too. And they did. 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 And they keep doing it. And they keep doing it. And even there, they had a lot of the fucking, they got a fucking dick, like, in the, they made like a hill into a dick. They had honey pots, literal honey pots with honey in the pot, like, lots of shit. It's been going on for a very long time. That was like and that time back then where they just bound the feet, that's a nice time. Now they have times where they fucking cut off their arms and their legs so they can't get away at all. Back then they just bound their feet so it's hard for them to walk, and they drug them up real good. Now there's literally, there's people out there that are living that life. That's all they are. They're a sex fucking thing. That's their existence, is to be a sex thing. They have no arms, no legs. They're there for sex. And you may not think that's true, but it is. Okay? And it's not getting any better the more that we're like, that's fine. Let's not acknowledge that happening. It's crazy. It's fucking horrible. But yeah, she was involved in it. And I think that she's fake, and I think her mom's fake. I think it's just a fucking alternate thing. I think it was all planned, and like, I think he also it's just too much. There's just too much. And I finally, the other day, because I was thinking that anyway, saw a guy, and he reminded me a lot of myself, the way that he researches shit. And he was like, I don't know, I didn't expect my fucking thing to become this massive. And he's like, I think that Charlie may also just be like a Truman Show. And I was like, yep, me too. I really do. I think it's all a part of a bigger agenda that isn't even really, like, it's just so big, it's so vast, and it's so hard to explain. But I gotta go fucking relax, man, because I'm gonna pass out. And I need to relax and not be standing anymore, or eat something, drink something. But I'm gonna make videos about it. It's just fucked up. It's hard to talk about and explain it all. Bohemian Grove. All of this stuff has been going on for so long. It's never ending. Look, children, we need to protect, and like, if you got kids, or if you got people in your life that have kids, fucking protect them. Keep them safe, because that's why kids are vulnerable to the spiritual shit too. They sacrifice them. They do blood sacrifice. They take their blood, and they fucking do shit with it. And they also you know, pure. They're pure. They can open up connected portals. That's why they were doing shit to the gate kids and this kids and that kids, because they wanted their psychic ability. They wanted their connection because they don't have it. And they use it and they abuse it. Yeah. They wanted to groom him to be Epstein. I know, and like they're kids. They never show. There's no birth certificates. Like nobody knows where. Like, and where her dad. Nobody has ever seen her dad, but her dad has a video posted on YouTube, which is literally like a bunch of end time shit. It's a bunch of dying and badness. What is his name? It's their last name's Francie or whatever. I got it all. I have stuff. I'll share it. But I'm gonna go because I'm feeling like hot and pukey at the moment. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. But thank you guys for coming, and I will share some of the stuff as soon as I can. I have other stuff that is basically done coming too, and I'll be back with a live again soon. But thank you very much. Imune namaste.